What up? What up? What up? What up?
What up? What up?
What's up? Sheesh. I'm tired. Like, I'm tired.
Yo, am I bugging? Like you always started all this at 5?
Yeah, it's always been at 5 p.m. Eastern.
Alright, so I'm bugging. Okay.
Yeah, you definitely bug.
Um, I plugged Kami in this other.
Plug two.
I said I plugged Kamikaze in this other space just now in the
Uh,
NBA space.
NBA space.
NBA.
Oh, Mad VA.
Yeah. So hopefully the good brother comes through tomorrow.
What? There's a artist in there or something?
Yeah, he's a music OG. Um, music game OG. Got some stuff he cooking up.
I can't hear you. You like sound hella far away.
I said he's an industry OG. So I said he got some stuff he's cooking up. So
Cool.
I threw the plug in there.
Yeah.
Kamikaze came in for a hot second. Let him you know allow him to reintroduce himself.
Uh,
All six was goody.
oh shit. This is low battery. And
All six. I hope you're not on Route 66.
eh. What up? What up? What up? Bird gang. Bird. Chirp. Um. Oh man, I'm
Bird game.
tired. Yeah. Oh shit. We was kicking it last night till I think it was like 2 in the morning. My
Oh,
time.
oh, I'm glad I wasn't around. 2 in the morning. I don't know.
Nah, I put the call. Shit. What time did I put it up? I put it up pretty early, and we was just kicking it on pretty much most of the night. We had some good conversation in there going on and
Uh,
whatnot, so it was cool.
I'm sure. I'm sure of it.
Oh, but what I sent you, that dude who I said go scroll his page, yeah, I
Yeah.
had seen it a while ago. He does physical painting. So I was like, so it's so you get the NFT and then you send the physical painting. He said he was like, no, it's not an NFT. He's like, I put the painting on the blockchain by using XRP stamp. They pay for it or whatever, and it's recorded with the XRP stamp, right? And then he sends out the physical painting.
So he sends it to them, and or they pay him to put it on the blockchain.
Yeah, no, so it's his. That's why I said go look at his page. It's his paintings that he paints.
Right. I
They're
got that.
not. He doesn't make them digital at all. It's
Right.
just physical painting.
Okay.
So so those are not the image of those are not on the blockchain or whatever, but the transaction of who owns it and the details of that painting, from what I understand, are in that XRP stamp. That's why I said ask him questions because he was hella open when I was asking him questions. So
Mm.
when I'm thinking about your situation, I'm like, well, okay, because you can't really turn that into a NFT, right? Like a
Right.
digital one,
Right.
because it already has rights to it from, whatever the company that printed them.
Right.
But
Title with the serial number that matches.
there you go. So So
Mm,
with what you got to offer, you can put a picture up and say, "This is whatever. I'm putting this up for sale. You can buy it with this." And it will be, the record will be on the blockchain, and then when they go to flip it, it's all recorded and transparent.
mm, okay,
So I think that that's your cue to do with what you got going on.
got you.
So that's why I said give
Yeah,
him.
I, I mean, stuff like that. I would do that with, I guess, yeah, just the
I could
photos.
barely
Like,
hear you.
no, I'm just thinking out loud. Like, I would do that with photos. I wouldn't do it with, you know, everything that I got. So,
Yeah, the cards and shit. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, I'm not. I wouldn't do that with the cards. I would just do that with like
you
photos.
would not do that with the cards.
Nah, yo, I got too many cards. You have no idea. Yeah, I got a lot of cards, man.
Well, shit. I mean, you could offer it as a package too, like fucking package. You don't have to do it individually, right? Just as long as that information is in there,
Right,
and
but
then if yeah,
I wouldn't be, I wouldn't package it more than what it's already packaged. If anything, like I think I'd be doing myself a disservice if everything I'm just sending out packages. You
well,
know what I
shit.
mean?
You saying you're not gonna do it with all your cards? What are you gonna do with them? Take them to a collector's show?
Perhaps,
Oh yeah, you got that option too.
but I mean, I got pictures and shit too. I was just thinking about the pictures and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that with with your like what kind of pictures? Like personal pictures of them type shit.
Well, you saw one personal picture, but not personal like fucking not like some little 8x10 shit, like actual like um I guess poster type um portrait stuff.
So
Like some shit you would hang up on a wall. Not
some poster shit. Yeah, so you could do it like you could do it with all of that because it's like memorabilia type shit.
right,
So you could do it with the cards and the poster and then send out the physical item.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
if it gets sold, yeah. No doubt.
Yep. What up, Mel? I see we got you in the house. What's going on, girl?
I'm now.
Okay, she don't want to talk to us right now. R6.
Yeah.
I was gonna keep it moving and gave it
I
3 seconds.
yo,
Sorry,
she's busy.
I was trying to play with some of this button. I tried to retweet and all these things. So hey, yeah, I'm fine. Jake, Too Cold and everyone I see here. The Bird Gang already on. Rolf already on. Navi already on. I think you can give those speaker for Rolf, the Bird Gang, and Jordan Shiba NFT is already here as well. Who's this? Nora, the artist of Navi, the partner, the one that from Norway is also already here. Um, Give me a second. I'll give them a speaker. Hold on.
Yeah, cause too cold don't do it unless they ask for it.
Yeah, I don't do the invite. There's a request button right there. You just hit the request and I bring you up. That's how I roll. So if
Uh,
y'all look, okay, so most of y'all should already know this if you in spaces, but do if you're listening from a PC or laptop right now, you cannot request the mic, but in the right hand corner, there's a request button. Just hit that, and I will bring you on up. So Bird Gang, Shiba NFT, Rap, we got Navi up here already. Yeah, so y'all hit that request button and we bring you on up. Unless Mel, she might have already sent y'all the invite to come speak.
Jordan, can you bring your speaker request? Because I invited you, but I don't know, for some reason it's not connected.
Yeah. So we just chilling right now, right? Usually it takes a couple minutes to warm up. I know it says 2 p.m. Eastern, right? But people be moving slow, right? So that's why I always try to normally put the call up about 30 to 20 minutes before the start time so we could get a little bit a kickstart of letting the room build up. But yeah, definitely we're gonna kick it for a minute. So if you haven't already, let your people know that we are about to get this Syndicate Women in Crypto thing started. You dig? So while we're doing that, let's catch a little vibe, right? Get the mood set, and then we can get this thing rolling. Hopefully, some people will pop on in here as the song is playing. But yeah, retweet the room out, let everybody know. Also, there is a new feature on the Twitter Spaces. If you don't know already, there is a chat box in the left-hand corner. You could type in that chat box any of your questions if you can't get to the mic, comments, or engage with me or Mel in those in that chat box. While the speakers speak, I try to engage in those conversations in that chat box. I really like that chat box, but all right, here we go, y'all. Let's get this thing started with the Syndicate Women in Crypto song by our guy Lemmy, right? His information is on top of the Jumbotron, along with all of our guests that we have here today and Radical X Exchange, because without the Radical X Exchange and the oh shit, I didn't put the XDX project up there. But without them, there would be no syndicate, right? So most of the members, guests who are here today are members of the syndicate. So we'll get more into all of that a bit later. Let's get this song kicked off so we could get to rocking and rolling. Come on. Let me be great, computer. Come on. There we go.
I'm on the block like a sender. Kick credit the women and my ninjas. Spit like money straight out the printers. Triple T blockchain, we getting bigger. I'm on the block like a sender. Kick credit the women and my ninjas. Spit like money straight out the printers. Triple T blockchain, I'm finna get on. Too cold, LP 808 can relate to the hate, finna skate like a ranger. No Texas, New York to Sacramento in the Lexus. The syndicate applying a lot of pressure. Artists, illustrators with a testimony. Women in crypto, why you flexing on me? Futuristic vision like a Jetson on me. No Jet Jackson, no procrastinating, ain't no crashing, crypto stacking. We just maxing and relaxing every Wednesday. Syndicate back there. I used to have my women back it up for some change. Now it's all a crypto, gotta make it rain. All aboard, better catch the train. I see a lot of them going out like a lane. I'm on the block like a sender. Kick credit the women and my ninjas. Spit like money straight out the printers. Triple T blockchain, we getting bigger. I'm on the block like a sender. Kick credit the women and my ninjas. Spit like money straight out the printers. Triple T blockchain, I'm finna get on. Like the SEC did Xrp, or how the syndicate came and got me. Strong on that like an armed robbery. No boule, no Illuminati. Karate chop flows like Miyagi. Yu-Gi-Oh warrior off of V-Chain. Psycho beast, psycho free. Crypto women, mindset like me. Power couples, power structure. Metaverse on the black Mark Zucker. Rosie Rios writing on my fiat. Two coded MVP of this BI. LP 808 changed her name, now she straight and she lit. XRP on the hip, Joe. LCAS, please flip the switch. Better know I'm rolling with the syndicate. I'm on the block like a sender. Kick credit the women and my ninjas. Spit like money straight out the printers. Triple T blockchain, we getting bigger. I'm on the block like a sender. Kick credit the women and my ninjas. Spit like money straight out the printer. Triple T blockchain, I'm finna get on. Too cold, LP 808 can relate to the hate, finna skate like a ranger. No Texas, New York to Sacramento in the Lexus. The syndicate applying a lot of pressure. Artists, illustrators with a testimony. Women in crypto, why you flexing on me? Futuristic vision like a Jetson on me. No Jet Jackson, no procrastinating, ain't no crashing. Crypto stacking, we just maxing and relaxing every Wednesday. Syndicate back there. I used to have my women back it up for some change. Now it's all the crypto, gotta make it rain. All aboard, better catch the train. I see a lot of them going out like a lane. Power couples, power structure, metaverse on the black Mark Zucker. Rosie Rios writing on my fiat. Suit code MVP of this BI. Mel P 808 changed the name, now she straight and she lit. XRP on the hip, Joe. L Cast, please for the switch. Better know I'm rolling with the Syndicate.
Yeah. That is how we always kick this thing off on a Wednesday. You dig? Go ahead, Mel. What you got going on for us?
What I got. Okay. I seen a lot of new faces here. I saw two of Navi artists, Nora and T. Um, so I think I would just give a little bit a background who we are and what we are doing here in the Women in Crypto as part of our Syndicate program. Syndicate is a collaborative and collective artist, content creator, and NFTs project on the Radical Acts Exchange, a platform or an NFT exchange by DP Mong Finance that built on Xrpl. We facilitate our artists and content creator for their debut on the exchange later on as it goes live when the XLS 20D goes live and being voted on the Xrpl. So we are getting ready for that purposes. Then we that's why we have our syndicate as our collective and collaborative artists to work together to support each other, while in this time of period of waiting there is a lot of things that we can bring as a community to engage and to help each other, to support each other before everything goes live and everything just kick in, so yeah. So I would like to welcome our guest speaker today, Shiba NFT, because he's one of our syndicate member as well. um, Rolf from Norway. He's also one of our syndicate artists. Shiba NFT is the NFT project in XRPL, but they are also meme tokens, and I would say extraordinary meme tokens. They are not just a meme tokens. And I am very honored to work with them and your team. It was such a pleasure to work with Shiba NFT and the team as part of their management. And I see here Rolf and the Bird Gang. The Bird Gang is another speaker from Indonesia, and I know it's going to be some language issue later on, but I will try to fill it in because I do know some of their story and what I need to highlight. That's why, despite the language barrier, I told them. Let's just be there and we will do what we have to do because this is what we do. We broadcast our syndicate member, we help them to get exposed out there, what they are doing in the NFTs and what their contributions and what they want to achieve with what they are doing. So let's give our first speaker, because I know he has something to do in the morning. So Jordan, I'll give the mix to you right now.
Let's do it.
How's it going, everybody? What a song that was, Too Cold. That was insane. I want to download it.
Thank you. I think Lemmy is definitely, he's gonna be minting all his music once XLS 20 is dropped. He has not put this on his streaming platforms yet, this particular song. Maybe I should tell him to. As a matter of fact, I'll when I talk to him tomorrow, I'll let him know that if he could put it on his streaming platforms or YouTube channel.
Yeah, insane. Love it. Yeah, hi everybody. For those of you that don't know, I'm Jordan. I'm one of the co-founders of Shiba NFT. Myself and my brother Steve run the project. We're based out of the UK. As Mel said, she helps massively with the project, part of the management team, as well as Dan from DP Monks Finance. Dan and his development team have helped us massively with the development of our application that's currently being built at the moment. It's very, very close to launching. It's finished. It's been uploaded to iOS and Android. It's just going through the final amendments on the app and testing, and then we're going to be launching it. It's never been seen on the Xrpl from research. I haven't seen it anywhere else. So it's a really exciting time to be part of Shiba NFT and the community.
So I think Jordan, I want to for you to highlight your exclusive doghouse NFTs for our audience right now, because I know your doghouse NFTs is a very different and very unique, especially in the class of Shiba NFT is a meme token. I do want you to kind of explain to us about your doghouse and the exclusive club that you offer with your doghouse program. Would you explain to us?
Yeah, great shout. Yeah, with the doghouse. So with a lot of NFTs, people tend to get the wrong end of the stick with them. They look at them as crazy cartoons and that's it. But we've tried to come up with something where it generates somewhat of a utility for an NFT. So yeah, with the doghouse collection, there's 500 NFTs in total. Each one acts as a raffle ticket, and all the buyers are then basically access to the exclusive group, and we're going to be putting on live raffles over a 12-month period. We've already done one of the raffles. The prize pool is over 91,000 XRP that we're going to be giving back, plus merch and NFTs. And then obviously the profits that we generate from this collection then help for the next phase of the development plan with the NFT marketplace that we want to do, but we want to come up with something slightly different. So it's going to help massively with that. It's also a nice give back to the community. Can you hear me, Mel? Did
Yes,
that
I
come
hear
out
you.
all right?
Yes, I hear you. I hear you. Sorry, I was trying to do something else. Sorry. Yeah. um, Jordan. So as part of the syndicate member, I know you were in the wave one of the syndicate member. Am I right? If I'm not, yeah, I think you were in the wave one.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
what are you? What do you plan as part of the syndicate member? Because as you know, part of the syndicate member, you have a specific or a spatial NFTs that you will be minting on the platform that will be displayed there. Because as part of the syndicate member with the your token ID, you pretty much get the utilities from the platform. Through these RDX artisan. So. What do you plan for your NFTs that you will be displaying on the Radical X exchange? Because I think for those that doesn't know yet, that Danny's created is really really cute and very exclusive for the display, the for all the syndicate member and for all the NFTs and content creator artists and project that will be on the platform later on. It was amazing display room, and it was just amazing. You guys can check out their Twitter handler, and you will see. And yeah, back again to Jordan. What do you plan for the NFT that you are planning to display on the Radical X exchange?
Yeah, so it's such a difficult one to pin down because it is trying to come up with something new. Something that's going to be news to you as well, Mel, because I haven't discussed this with you yet.
Right.
We've
Well, we haven't
recently
really talked about it, so this is, I think,
no
my first questions to you. Just so everybody know, this is not scripted, because I really asked Jordan so everybody can know. Everybody would know also what he's planning. There is no scripted things here, even though I am part of his management.
Yeah, there's just there's so many different elements to it. But essentially, what we've done is so we have got we've onboarded a few different artists that do different types of work. Yesterday, we onboarded a new artist. It hasn't been announced yet. This guy's got a really good following over in the UK. He's followed by Joe Rogan. He's done work for celebrities. Really, really talented artist. So we are going to be sitting down with him this week and yeah, coming up with some design concepts of what we want to bring to the syndicate. But it's also as a project on the Xrpl with, I'd say we've got a really good following. The numbers, I think it's 18,000 on the official page, and then Steve's page, the community one, that's got a really good following as well. So being part of the syndicate, it's also a bit of a responsibility to try and help the smaller NFT projects build a following and get their work out there as well, because it can be quite difficult.
Right.
But yeah, the designs, we're still yet to come up with what we want to achieve, because there's some of the work that's been done by some of the syndicate members is absolutely unbelievable. So it's going to be quite hard to compete. And Shags, he's just put a love out. We've got some
I
good
know, right?
competition in there.
I know, right? Yeah. So, for those that just joined or doesn't know as well, actually, the project that I am running, which is X Squad, and Shiba NFT, we have joint collaborations of our NFTs that we haven't really done. I mean, we haven't really announced yet because with all the
Yeah,
craziness that happened and the busy of the development team behind the scene that working tirelessly, um, and our private life, so we haven't really announced it yet, but we do have a joint collab NFTs, which is it's kind of gonna be different because um X Squad is more like automated virtual animations with augmented and virtual reality, and then Shiba NFT is more ship the puppy, So it's really interesting, but we have something that we definitely want to bring for the community in the NFTs community soon. Um,
yeah, it's going to be big.
it's
I can't
gonna
wait to
be
get that out there.
it's gonna be cute. Yeah, it's gonna be cute for sure. To quote you, you wanna ask something?
Yeah, so the Shiba NFT project, you guys have tokens as well, right? So are those tokens NFTs, IOUs, or how are those tokens gonna work?
So the token itself, so this is where we get away from the meme side of a token. So what we're doing with our mobile application is generating a utility for Shiba NFT, the token itself. It's going to be a deflationary asset as well. So that is, most syndicate members are just the NFT projects doing the artwork, but we're one of the few that actually do the token side as well as the NFTs, so that it's two separate elements to the project, but the token will have utility, and there's more utility being planned for the future with further development, but we're trying to keep it separate.
Okay, but so as far as the utility of the token, how is it gonna work? Is it because I heard you say it's got the app and whatnot? So how is that gonna flow through for the utility?
Jordan, you want me to help you a little bit here? So
Yeah,
I
go. Yeah, go.
Okay, so too cold and everyone. So Shiba NFT tokens was created as a meme token in the beginning, but as time goes by and with the new development team that working, I think for the last 2 or 3 months ago, then and the team from the DP Monks, we created a mobile application for the Shiba NFT for their as a platform, and for their token, so we aim to bring. So what we are trying to do is we aim to bring a meme token into a different level, to the point where it become a deflationary currency. So what that means is the more it being used on the platform, it will be burned throughout the usage, which is there is no kind of like burning token like Shiba Inu or whatsoever, because the number of the meme token is massively, but they will be burned automatically through the use of the platform, through that mobile applications that we design. So this is what we call it. That's why we say this. We aim to bring this meme token into a different level, to the point where it become deflationary asset. So uh it's the same thing with X Squad. Currently, X Squad is the IOU because it's X Squad NFT. But once the platform live, the X Squad token will have its own utility as part of the trading features on the Radical X exchange. And through the usage of X Squad, it will be burned through the usage of the X Squad on the platform, that it will become a deflationary asset. So we are not just creating issue currency like some other token running on the Xrpl without the utilities being built and being used for something, because that missing out the point of being a cryptocurrency, because crypto has the utilities mean that to solve the problem, like what problem does it solve. So that's what the purpose of issuing a token currency. So we shift the meme tokens of Shiba NFT from just a regular meme tokens to a different level of meme tokens, to the point of deflationary asset. That's what it is. If that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, it's going to
Okay,
be.
yeah.
Oh, go on, too, Cole.
Okay, so but I'm still like confused, because when you say it's going to be used on the application, what is like the application? I'm still missing the whole application point.
Okay, so for the applications, we cannot say it now, because it will be something that it will be um, a different kind of platform on the one app, which is that will include the play to earn games, which is that will have the ship and the other. I think the name of the puppy will be the ship there, and then there's also Dex there. So there is a multi platform in one application. So the more you use the platform, the token being burned by that usage. So it will deflate automatically. So without you have to burn like what some other project done with their meme tokens, we're not doing that through that regular burning, which is it's okay. But we've seen that there's no point of doing that. You created a token like 2 billion or 2 trillion, but then you burn like 1 trillion. What is the point of you create it and you burn it? So but you burn it to utilize it. That's how it works, and that's what increase the real value, and is also bring the utilities to what you created. So
Yeah, it's basically surrounding an augmented reality character called Shibs, which is it's based on the Shiba logo, a puppet, and what the user will do is work through a global leaderboard of levels, basically leveling up on a constant basis through character interactions, voice interactions, and as Mel says, the play to earn features. On the global leaderboard, we can monitor this, and there's going to be an XRP prize pool for the play to earn rewards. And then we've also got further upgrades that are coming to the application after we launch. We can launch pre XLS20, but we can implement an NFT minting engine when XLS20 goes live. That's currently being built, which is really exciting. But we're looking at bringing as many people to the Xrpl as possible. So we're working on planning for certain elements as upgrades to appeal to the general public to start utilizing cryptocurrency, and specifically Shiba NFT.
Okay. All right, I got you. Um, so if Go ahead, Mel. Or if anybody has any questions right now, go ahead, hit the request button or type it into the chat box, and we'll ask it for you on the air. Go ahead, Mel.
No, I'm good. So I think let the audience, if they have questions for Shiba NFT, go ahead, press the request button, or like what Two Cold said, you guys can write in the chat. Then we will answer. I think Jordan will answer. We will bring that up.
Yes, yes, yes. And also, just so y'all know, we do have some giveaways going during the call, right? So Wednesdays we do it a little different here. We're not doing a live trivia like I normally do in my calls, right? Excuse me. We're gonna be doing some things in here, and you have to be present, and just stay tuned on how you can win these giveaways in here.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Besides Syndicate, you got any other collaborations you dealing with or working on or something?
Yeah, so we're obviously working with Mel Next Squad on a collaboration of NFTs. These are going to be really special when they get out there. We have done some collaborations with some of the syndicate members, and there is plans to do more in the future. We do receive quite a lot of DMs from other projects about doing a collaboration of sorts. We're even starting to get them from other networks as well, which is really nice to see. But with our collabs, it's basically an in-house collab. So what we're doing is we're speaking with a lot of sports stars and celebrities pretty much on a daily basis. What we're trying to do is become one of the world's biggest NFT facilitators for sports stars and celebrities to really build that brand and bring people to the Xrpl. So it's just constant meetings. So expect to see some big names working with us. We've already done a couple of collections for Janice Hung and Gary Beadle, and we've got a few more lined up currently, and the list just grows daily. This is why we've brought another artist on board who's worked with a lot of celebrities in the past, a really well respected artist, and it's because the workload's just going crazy at the moment. So it is somewhat of a collab, but it's an in-house one with celebrities.
So you guys are going to be making NFTs for these celebrities or something?
Yeah, that's exactly how it's going to work. With our contract discussions with management teams and all that kind of stuff, it's a little bit time consuming, but it's just one element of the project that really does help build the brand awareness, and working with boxers, promoters, all that kind of stuff. So I don't know if you've all just seen, but we've recently announced, I think it was 2 days ago, that we've partnered with Muay Thai Grand Prix, who are partnered with the One Championship. We're going to be facilitating all the NFTs for the Road to One Championship. Our logo is going to be in the ring, like VeChain is with the UFC. We're in discussions with other organisations as well. We've partnered with Meta Racing Limited down in London, so we facilitate all the NFTs for the horse racing syndicates, and we're working with them to develop a future metaverse in the next few years as well. Just building a big portfolio, working with a famous horse trainer. There's just so many elements to Shiba NFT, but it just shows our commitment of bringing everybody to this network.
Okay, and I missed that first part. So we're gonna these NFTs that you're creating they're gonna be accessible with XRP or Shiba token?
So at the moment, they're going to be available with XRP, but as I said earlier, with our development plan, the future looks like us building an NFT marketplace where we can do stuff in house. But at the moment, because we're partnered with Dan and Mel, everything will be on Radical X, available in XRP.
I will add a little bit about Shiba NFT. What Jordan explained. This is what make Shiba NFT is a totally different from the other meme tokens, because even the NFTs that they are created or they are planned to create, um, it's the NFT that bridging the real world with the Web3, meaning that. For example, like the Muay Thai NFTs, and then the other, I think you miss. I think Jordan forgot to mention. Shiba NFTs also have joint collaborations with the jockey. What's the name, Jordan? I forgot. In London, for the horse racing.
Yeah, yeah. I said. I think I'm pretty sure I just mentioned that about Meta Racing
Oh,
Limited.
Meta
Yeah, we
Race.
are.
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah. The Jockey
Sorry, I
Club.
missed
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, that is one element, but that is a utility for an NFT, which has been really special to actually bring to the XRPL as well, because they were looking at other networks.
right.
Obviously, people look at OpenSea and stuff, see how popular it is. But yeah, hard work, determination, and educating on the ledger, showcasing how amazing it's going to be and how big it's going to be. So yeah, it's going to be a really big journey. That really good investment.
So it sounds like, so is it right to say, so you're doing all these collaborations and you're making you're helping make all these NFT collections for all these different collaborations, right? So is it right,
Yes.
is it right to say that basically Shiba NFT is kind of like a NFT studio in a sense?
It's not an NFT studio to be exact, but like what they aim to be is to bring a dual utility. So what that means is you bridging the real world with your NFTs project. So they are like, for example, with the meta race, right? You basically owning uh, um, with through buying their NFTs, for example, that you own the share and of those, like one of the horse, for example, and you will earn also when those the horse won, for example. So it's kind of like something that they, what, how do I say it, Jordan? Can you help me how to explain this?
Now, yeah,
So
so because I seen a post of, I think, this Meta Horse
right,
project, right?
right.
And but there's right now there's very that well, when I was looking, there wasn't very much information on it because I was gonna try to get them on a cookout, right? So because
Then
there
Yeah,
was no website at that point in time, maybe that's changed right now. So
it's going
so
through a soft launch at the moment. Basically, there's going to be a big press release over in the UK with all the papers, all that kind of stuff on the 1st of September. That's when it officially launches. We've just launched a small pre-sale through the Telegram group just to get it out there, but we're currently working on all the information, all the content to get it out there. We're speaking with ambassadors who work for ITV, all that kind of stuff. There's a lot going on with this project. It's going to be really big. And like Mel says, by owning one of the NFTs, as the horse wins its races throughout its career, the shareholders receive dividends. You also receive dividends through studying, and you'll be able to utilize the NFTs in the future metaverse. They're really nice guys from down in London, and yeah, trust me when I say it'll be a big project.
okay, so because okay, so I don't know how horse racing works. Like, if they're like, when you're a horse owner, are you a registered company? Like, is it the racetrack? Like, because I know that horses can be owned individually. So how
Yeah,
is how? And then when I seen it, was it a pre-sale for the Meta horse? Is it Meta horse race or something?
it's
What was the
the meta racing club. It is.
Okay, so the meta race. So when you say there was a pre-sale, so was it for the meta race token, or because you just said it's gonna be an NFT, so why would they need a token then?
They don't have a token. There isn't an issued currency for meta racing. all it is NFTs, and they sell shares of the racehorse. So they actually own the horse Hot Rod Lincoln outright. And then what they do is sell shares back to shareholders, and it's about an 8-year investment where you can obviously receive dividends per race win. So there's a prize pool per race for pretty much every horse race across the world, and the winner receives that pool, and then it gets distributed between shareholders. It's quite a big thing, especially over in the UK with horse racing syndicates, but it's never, well, I've never seen it done with NFTs and bridging the crypto side of it.
Yeah, because like, yeah, you're piquing my interest because as a kid, my dad did take me to horse races, so I'm trying to see how, like, I'm trying to see how this investment, right, if I was to do it, how this is gonna play in my favor, right?
Yeah,
So I
it's a
get the
long-term
NF.
investment. But you can
Yeah,
also,
okay.
what they're planning on doing is in the future metaverse, so we're going to be building virtual tracks of some famous tracks over in the UK where the horses will be racing. We're speaking with bookmakers as well to become partners with them to bridge it that side. And you'll also be able to breed horses and obviously build your own horse, jockey colours, all that kind of stuff, and train for experience points. So we're likely going to be we're just in discussions about this at the moment, but to further generate utility, we are looking at utilising the Shiba NFT token later on down the line with that.
Yes, because that's where I was going. So with this partnership, how does that, so I mean, obviously you're doing the work to create the NFTs. Is that right? For the meta race, is that the part you're playing as far as the collaboration and then like kind of helping them
Yeah,
understand the blockchain and the XRP and all that. So that's how that collaboration works.
yeah,
What
So
completely.
happens?
wait, hold on. So if I get this NFT, Lightning Jack horse NFT, right? If I get that, so when you say a share of it, it's obviously I don't own the whole horse, right? So I like, okay, so whenever he wins a race,
Yeah.
as long as I own this NFT, I will get a portion of those winnings. And then, so
Yeah.
is there a limit per horses? Like, is there like 10 lightning jacks, 20, or like how is that system gonna work?
So at the moment, just because it's a pre-sale, we've minted 250 NFTs as part of this collection. And what's going to happen is there's a limit of 10 shares per person as part of this pre-sale, but that limit will be waived once it officially launches. And then what the plan is, basically, we've been speaking with Harry Fry, who's a very famous trainer over in the UK. So his stables are on board with meta racing. So there's going to be a lot of different horses, different ages. And what we're going to be doing is changing them into NFTs and building a big portfolio where people can collect the full series and then utilize it in the future metaverse. So every single win of a horse and you have the share, you receive dividends for the full term. I think it's 8 years, and then any studying after that, you'll also receive dividends from that. Anything else I needed to mention with that?
What happens to my
The first
NFT?
two, go on.
Oh, what happens to my NFT if the horse gets injured?
So if the horse gets injured, yeah, there's been a disclaimer put in by the team about this. They have spoke with their insurance about this, and what I'll do is, who's it, Gorilla? I'll put a post in about that. They have spoke to the insurance because somebody did ask that in the Telegram group about if the horse was injured or had to be put down or something like that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's all covered by the insurance for a refund.
Yeah. So like, do you get another NFT or like how? You know?
Yeah, so we'll probably either put that to the individual, let them decide. You can either have money back or you can have the share in a different horse within the portfolio after you've done your own research. But when you do purchase an NFT, you come to the Telegram group and we get your email address and we send your shareholder certificate out and all the welcome pack and information. So you've got the NFT and the certificate as a paper copy once you print it out.
Okay, and so okay, because I hear you saying real world and metaverse. So are they already racing in the metaverse, or you guys are building that? And so obviously the horses are already exist and they're already racing in real life. And
Yeah.
then so those okay, so because I'm really trying to I'm really trying to understand this.
Yeah, me too,
Um,
man.
yeah, you
Yeah.
you
So
already
the
know how
horse,
my brain is working,
I'm
Jake.
like,
I'm
I'm
like
like,
trying to
yo,
get down to the nitty gritty of this.
I'm like, wait a
So
minute, what
yeah.
happens if they get hurt? Like, it's a
You
wrap for the
stop it,
horse.
Tucold. You stop it. You
no,
stop it.
no,
Yeah.
I'm trying to understand. Like I'm
You
working.
stop it.
I see dollar signs in my head, so
Ah, you stop
I'm
it.
trying to understand how this is working. So
Right.
with
So Hot Rod Lincoln is the first horse in the catalogue that is currently for sale. So everybody can buy shares in Hot Rod Lincoln. Hot Rod Lincoln's had one race and he won. And there's a lot more races coming in the autumn. That's the ground that he prefers. But what the team have said, they've got loads of other horses there ready to go. So yeah, the plan is to just make it as big as possible. We're speaking with other jockeys, other stables as well. So the plan is to just really make this as big as possible, offer loads of different horses, so it appeals to everybody. Different sized share pools, depending on the horse itself and the trainer on their requirements. But yeah, you will receive um, dividends from each race win, studding, and then obviously in the future metaverse, once that comes into play, you can then use your NFTs in the metaverse. So it's a really good investment, to be honest.
okay, so that's where I was getting to. So the real
What?
horse, they're gonna go ahead, Jake.
No, I'm sorry. I just want to know about the standings because, like, it's only depending on if the horse wins the race.
Yeah, so it's the same with any horse racing syndicate. So there's basically every single race, there's a big prize pool, and that's through like sponsorships and through bookmakers and all that kind of stuff per track. And then what happens is the winner of that race receives the prize pool for that specific race. And some of the races, the thousands of pounds, some of the big races, yeah, it's crazy money.
Okay,
So,
so
yeah.
so when it's paid out, is it paid out? How is it paid out in XRP, USD? Like how's that gonna work?
So you can purchase shares on their website using GBP, or you can purchase in XRP, and dividends will be paid out in whatever you purchase the share.
But I thought the NFT was the share. So this is why it's confusing to me, right? So
Yeah,
the
I just
NF
represent the NFT as the share, but yeah, essentially whatever you purchase, the NFT is the share. It's just what I represent it as. But if you buy one of the NFTs, the horse wins the next race, you'll be paid dividends from the prize pool in XRP back to the wallet that you purchased the NFT with.
Okay, perfect. And then when the metaverse comes into play, is it we can put our NFT, our horse in the race whenever we want, or is it still controlled by you, like whoever owns the metaverse? Like when they organize, do they organize racing days type like how's that gonna work?
So all of that will be like a random generator. It'll just be like virtual horse racing, but it'll have to be sanctioned, obviously, as anything is. But this is why they're working with bookmakers. They've got a lot of big meetings coming up with some very big people. So everything will be completely random. But yeah, the horses, they'll be featured in these races. So this is the plan, is to build a big portfolio, different horses, and be able to put on some really big events within the metaverse. But yeah, it should be daily occurrence with many races. That's what the aim is.
And then they like you guys just put the race together and pick the horses randomly.
Yeah, so it'll just
Is
be a
that how
bit.
I'm getting it?
Yeah, it'll just be like a simulator sort of style. That'll be a random generator. similar to what
Oh,
you would find online at any virtual racehorsing that's currently available in the real world.
okay, and then so with this, and because it's including crypto and NFTs, is this considered gambling, and how do those laws work wherever this company is going to be like, is this project going to be a registered company? Like, how's like
Yeah,
on the
it
safe
already is.
side of things and the legalities, how's that going to work?
Yeah, so it is already a registered company over in the UK, and this is why they're sitting down with all the big bookmakers to build these partnerships and collaborations. And essentially, what they're going to be doing with the metaverse is bridging the sanctions. So it is within the gambling associations' recommendations and requirements in order to run these sort of events, as any sort of style of this would do. So everything will be completely regulated with what they're doing because they are a registered company.
Oh, okay, and you said you pre-sold NFTs, so does that mean that these NFTs are on Sologenic, and what are they going for? And after the pre-sale, what is going to be the floor price?
Yeah, so essentially what we're doing is on Solo at the moment, there's 250. Half of them are priced in XRP, half of them are just minted because we're obviously going to be distributing them from the buyers on the website. So it's 795 XRP, I believe it is. £250 equivalent is each share. When it officially launches, I believe they're keeping it at the same price. It was just a nice opportunity as a pre-sale because these first 250 all go into a ballot, and 4 winners will be picked. So each NFT is numbered essentially 1 to 250, and it will be drawn once all 250 are sold. 4 winners, if they're over in the UK or want to come over to the UK, they can go and have a stable visit, champagne brunch, meet the jockeys, the trainer, and all the horses in the stables. If they can't make it, something that we've been discussing today, they'll receive 2 shares from Hot Rod Lincoln or the next horse. That will be down to them to decide.
Okay, so the first NFT 250 collection right now available on Sologenic.
Yeah,
And then the 250 collection is all of one horse.
that's just part of this horse. For Hot Rod Lincoln, there'll be 3,000 shares maximum.
Oh, okay, so the pre-sale is just for 250, and then you said
Yeah,
3,000. So then the other whatever 2,000, however, so what
150.
three? Yeah,
Yeah,
that collection is gonna go up. So
yeah,
that pool prize is gonna be divided by 3,000 people. So
yeah.
for future horses, is this going to be the same amount for the collections and I guess shares, or however you guys are calling that?
No, so each one will likely be different. Something that we have also been discussing. We are going to differentiate each horse. So some may be, like I said, 250 shares. Some may be 1,000. Some may be 2,000. But yeah, it'll all be different.
And obviously, the smaller the collection, the bigger the pool reward.
Yeah, per shareholder, yeah. But obviously it'll be a little bit more expensive to purchase the share. But essentially to get going with Hot Rod Lincoln, there is 3,000 shares. So the incentive is to get a few shares per person. Somebody bought 5 shares just for themselves last night on Telegram. So the plan is to get it out there in front of as many people as possible, do a big press release, get people talking about it, and yeah, hit it hard, bring as many horses as possible. And then obviously utilize the token, the Shiba NFT token in the future. So yeah, there's just so much happening with Shiba NFT. It's crazy, and probably gives Mel a lot of headaches. Try to keep up with it all.
Seriously, I am. I
Fuck,
am.
I hate solo though, but this is I don't understand. Like, are y'all hearing it? are y'all hearing this? Like nobody has any questions? Like I'm the only one who can potentially see dollar signs in this? Like
I think
I didn't grow up horse racing. Like I don't know it hand in hand. But my dad did take me a little while. There was a phase in my childhood where I remember being at the horse track with my dad and picking horses. He let me pick the horse, right? And it was just he handed me the book and it was the like pick which horse you want by the name type shit, right? Like I
Yeah.
remember going to horse tracks. So I don't understand why nobody else up here is asking fucking questions. We got Mayu up here. Go ahead, Mayu.
Hi. Good morning. So,
Good
I'm a
morning.
bit curious about what Shiba NFT has been saying just now. So, are we really going to gamble? I mean, uh, there are some barrier in our religion. I'm sorry to bring that up because uh, the if we unconsciously gamble uh, from what you have been saying, so
Mhm.
this is illegal for some religion. I mean, there are many people want to invest in your NFTs or whatever you've been doing. I mean, it's like this is not legal in some people that hold the religious value. How do you explain that?
So yeah, obviously, not every country is going to be able to fully utilize the investment. But what I would argue with that is because of the nature of the investment, they could buy the share, own the NFT, and receive dividends from race winnings over many, many years. They can explore the metaverse, and if they don't want to participate with the gambling side, with the virtual racehorsing, that's completely fine. That's down to the individual. But I would advise any shareholder to go and have a look around the metaverse, see how it all works. But yeah, everybody's different, aren't they? And obviously, we have to adhere to different religions, and that's absolutely fine. I mean, the investment itself covers a long, long period of time where you're going to get fiat or crypto returns that isn't gambling. So I think it's more than a fair investment. But yeah, I do appreciate your point there.
Yeah, I think it's more personal preference. Just like, some people like like different dish, like Italian dish, or French or Western or American. But I think when it comes to investment, it's more to personal preference. And I think when you invest your money into something, like Jordan said, you want to kind like go over it, which country, and if how is that align with your country regulations. Would you be able to claim it on, or when you file your tax, how is that going to happen? So I think there is a lot of things that you should consider when it comes to investment, or where you want to put your money into. But generally, Jordan did made it clear that this investment is in UK. So I suggest, when talk about gambling, right, when we speak about interest or anything, um, the way I look at it is like you staking NFT, and you figure how you gonna generate those funds, that you give the profit to the other people who's staking your NFT on that platform. I think that's just the same thing, the same concept with these metaverse things, that through the NFT, you basically staking that NFT into the share. Then through the races, they generate the fund to give the profit or dividend, what Jordan said, to the owner or to the people that bought those share or the NFT. So that, if that makes sense. So I think where those money come from, you never know. Like the interest from the bank, do you know where all those where the bank put those monies into to generate those funds to give you an interest every month into your account? Sometimes you don't know, right? So you probably didn't know if they put it in another gambling in Vegas, for example. Who knows? But that's what it is. When it comes to investment, is really personal preference. But most important is the rules in your country, and if it's against your principle in your religious view, and different stuff. So there is no force that for you to buy, but I would suggest you go and do your own research before you do it.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Yeah, and on top of that, my young, right? You said people want to buy, Shiba NFTs, right, or into the Shiba NFT project, right? This is just one collaboration, and these horse NFTs represent that part of Shiba NFT, not the whole thing, because apparently they have a lot of different collaborations they're doing with different people and companies, projects, or whatever. But this is just one collaboration, and with these horse NFT collections, this is
Right.
what's gonna happen with it. Not with a Shiba NFT, right? So if you
Right.
buy a Shiba NFT, you're not gonna be partaking into the horse racing.
No,
Ah,
yeah, that's right. It's
that's
completely
yeah,
separate.
that I was asking for. So if we invest in Shiba NFT, it's not all about that gambling side, right?
No, it's not.
No,
It's just the
yeah,
particular the club for this jockey club. That's it. It's not the whole
yeah,
Shiba NFT. No, there is a lot of different things in Shiba NFT. Like I think you missed the in the beginning. Mayung just joined us. A few minutes, and so Shiba NFT generally is the meme tokens in the beginning when they were created in the issue as an issue currency on the Xrpl. But through its journey, we shift those meme tokens to bring to a different level of meme tokens to the point to be a deflationary asset through the mobile applications that soon will be launched to the public. But in the other side of the NFT side, Shiba NFT has their own culture, which is bring dual utility, that they bridging the real world in the through their ambassador from athletes. It's not just horse. They recently have Teddy Parker. They have from who else you have, Jordan? I couldn't even follow your things, trust me. I couldn't even
yeah,
mention one by one because it's just too much. But
yeah.
so
It's
they are
it's crazy.
trying to, this is what the culture that Shiba NFT try to bring more people on the XRPL through what they created, through what they are building. So it is a lot of work, and Jordan has been spending the how many months, and I know Steve does the same and still doing it. And they never stop, and I know they're developing also with the mobile application with Dan and his team. So it's a massive development for Shiba NFT that I am myself overwhelmed with listening to what he's saying. but but nevertheless, they are an awesome people. They the awesome ambassadors, the awesome teams. So
Yeah, no, it's a lot of work, a lot of stress, and there isn't enough hours in each day. But yeah, we put the hours in. We see it as bringing all these newbies to the space. It's also about putting a lot of time with educating. So what we've recently done is launched a new support group. It's called the Help Centre. So what we're seeing now is a lot of complete newbies joining, asking questions about staking. This has piqued a lot of interest. The doghouse has piqued a lot of interest as well. Sales are going up really nicely with that. But yeah, it's just, in my opinion, I'm obviously going to say it, but it's an amazing project. We're very lucky to be able to run it, and yeah, the future's looking really, really bright. And this massive thanks to Mel and Dan.
Yeah, that this collaboration alone, like, is I mean, I know you got a lot of moving parts, right, with Shiba. So I don't want to keep focusing on the horse racing because obviously that's a different project in itself, right? So,
Yeah.
Yes, you are too
if
excited to call. We will
yeah,
have
no, I
special
like
things for that race. Don't worry. We'll
like
set up
So
for you.
if you message me after this too, call, then yeah, I'll call you if you want, and we can discuss it
yeah,
more.
yeah. I
She just
just get
requests something to me. Don't worry, Jordan. I'll talk
yeah,
to you
yeah.
about it.
So,
Right.
just real quick, I just want to, just since I got you here, and hopefully when if I can make this what I DM'd Mel, if I can make that happen, we could get further into it. But so this is just for the horses. Are you guys going to be making NFTs of jockeys as well?
So this is another thing that we've been discussing as well. So we have got championship jockeys. Seriously, with Perry Parker, no, shouldn't really be saying this. I can't say too much, but there's a reason why Perry Parker's joined Shiba NFT. We have so many contacts. The aim is to become, like I said before, the world's biggest NFT facilitator for sports, celebrities, everything. Basically, it's not even so much about the NFTs. Like, love doing them, but it's more about the brand awareness, showcasing our token, what it's going to be utilized with, showcasing the project as a whole. If that
Jordan,
makes
don't
sense.
spill that yet. That's she will be
Yeah, I
so
know.
excited, and then she will keep bugging me.
Yeah,
Don't
I already got a million questions like Shiba NFT, like you're
don't
okay,
spill
like
it yet,
is there gonna
Jordan.
be marketing like in these places, right? Like I
Okay, so too cold. I'll put this short. Yes, we Shiba NFT does have a big huge plan that but of course we work on terms, yeah, based on the timeline. So this year, since the focus on these mobile applications, and this already been months right now, and um, we aim to launch it as soon as possible, so we kind like want to give, when we work through something, there is a goal that you want to achieve, there is a marketing target that you kind like want to achieve. So for now, the focus is to bring the utilities to this token first, because that's what important. Like I say, we don't want to miss what is the point being a issue cryptocurrency on the XRPL without the utilities. We try to educate the masses, even in the XRPL community. I speak this over and over again that um, in the cryptography, it's about what problem does it solve, what utilities does it, that's what utilities is all about. So the focus for the Shiba NFT right now is to bring these utilities into their meme token, because we don't want just a meme tokens, like without with like value only on the DEX without utilities, without clear picture. But yes, what they're planning with all the ambassadors that lining up from different celebrities, athletes, they have a massive plan for long-term plan that to bring this dual utility um, onto their NFTs that will be even until next year. So I know they have something coming up in September. They have coming up something next year on in France. So like what Jordan said, the collaborations recently with Perry Parker does have they working for something bigger, for something next year. And yeah, so stay tuned for all the updates with the Shiba NFT. And I am myself excited to see the development that they are working, and they are very tremendous, amazing team. They've been a lot going through a lot with scams, the previous experience that they have to go from the bottom again, but they are really, really amazing team. And Jordan and Steve has been amazing working hard people, and committed and dedicated. You have no idea what they've been through, and it's but they just go out there and make a network as much as possible with their what they can do for, and give the best for the community. So yeah, I'm excited to what they are building and what they are doing, but stay tuned with their development, because there will be broadcast every time, so be part of the community. And with the meta race, I think the jockey, there is a Telegram group right now that I can send
Yeah.
you the link, and I will set you up also for something that you request me in DM. I will talk to Jordan about that. But yeah, I don't want to like stall the other speaker right now. I know Navi is already late in Navi side. Rolf is the same. They have to work tomorrow. So, and Jordan has to do something as well tomorrow morning. So I think for Shiba NFT, if there is any more questions that you guys want to ask Jordan, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll
All
just
right.
quickly add,
Yeah.
thank you very much for that, Mel. And yeah, sorry for taking so much time. It is just because there's just so much going on.
I don't blame you,
If
Jordan.
there's
I blame Too Cold.
no, but really appreciate it tonight. Really appreciate it.
I
Yeah.
apologize too for taking too long.
Exactly, Jake. You too. I blame you too, Jake. I don't
I,
blame
I,
Jordan.
I'm sorry. I thought Shiba NFT was trash until he blew my mind.
Yeah, that's that you see. All right, see, we be on the same page. But yeah, so thank you, Jordan and
For
Shiba
real.
NFT.
Well,
Um,
that's what that's the thing. That is a reason why me and Dan being involved on the on the team of Shiba NFT, because they requested to me and to Dan um to be part of their team. We try to fix what we can fix, and building from the beginning again. Like I said, they've been through uh, craziness that happened in the past couple months when they just started. So this
Yeah,
is the
you brought him
reborn
back
of
from the
Shiba
dead.
NFT with yes, this is a reborn Shiba NFT and a different level of meme tokens with utilities, and even more so with your NFT with your dual utility, and the upcoming mobile applications that will bring these meme tokens to be a deflationary asset. And there is more to come with all the ambassadors that lining up with all the upcoming event. And we do have another things that will come that will also be part of the Shiba NFT, and it will be a surprise for everybody. But like I say, they working very hard, tirelessly behind the scene. I am amazed with them, and like Jordan said, sometimes I couldn't catch up with what they are planning and what they are doing, because it was just keep growing and keep growing and keep growing. So, yeah. So we're looking forward, Jordan, and I know
Yeah,
you've been so late right now. So
yeah,
yeah,
thank
I've
you.
got,
Oh,
Yeah,
go
we
ahead.
appreciate you.
yeah, yeah, no, appreciate having us on, and thank you very much. I'll have to, yeah, I've got to go and take my little ones to nursery early doors in the morning, so it's like gone 11 over here, so I'll go and get my head down. But yeah, whatever it is to call, give us a message, or Mel, just let me know what's going on.
I will, Jordan. I will. Thank you, Jordan.
Yeah,
Right,
thank
thank you
you.
very much, everybody.
Thank you, Jordan and Shiba NFT. Appreciate it. Have a good night. Be safe. Um,
And
all
you.
right, all right, Mel. Go ahead and get to Navi. Is that her name, Navi?
Yes, Navi. Yes. So Navi is the women. I think girls in crypto founder. She's from Norway, and she is into women in Web3 and women in NFTs. And I think she has something to speak today. With she is here with the other two partner, which is what is her name? I forgot. Nora.
It's Nora and Tia.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, Navi, if you um I give the mic to you right now. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, I just took it.
That's fine.
Hi, everyone. My name is Navi, and I started Girls in Crypto, which is both educating online school for women at every age, and also 360 NFT marketing agency. And that kind of started when well, I got into NFT through crypto, of course, and then I thought, okay, you know what? I haven't seen so many women or male artists out there, and so going to present to you today is a project we're working on, and that is a project of NFT, the first project of NFT made by women in Norway. And then I was lucky enough to get hold of these girls, both Thea, who is actually the creator and the artist of the NFTs, and Nora, which is her assistant business manager. So we are finally making Norway's first NFTs made by women, which is crazy actually. That we're in 2022 and it's still, a new thing here in Norway that just tells us how much we're behind, really. But I would really like to give the mic to Thea, and then she can tell us a bit about her inspiration by the NFTs, if that's okay, Mel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh, sorry,
perfect.
Mel.
So I would just like Thea to just tell a bit about the inspiration behind her. Firstly, her work, because she is a fabulous artist, and she's
Thank you.
yeah, well, that's just the least I could say. I mean, that's the bare minimum, but yeah. So all the picture you guys see is actually oil painting made by Thea. And yeah, can you just tell us a bit about how long you've been working with art, and yeah, you're thinking
Yeah,
behind
yeah.
this project?
Well, I've been a classical oil painter for almost 20 years. I started when I was really young. Studied under one of Scandinavia's foremost figurative painters. So I've been really lucky that he submitted me as a private student when I was only 12 years. So I've been working a lot with figurative art, and my message have in like later stages been about um try to visualize what it is to be feminine but yet strong, because society today usually consider being feminine a weakness or on something unserious. So I'm trying to sort of change the perception on that through my art, but it's also very based on, I call it contemporary romanticism. When it comes to doing, I like with the NFT and creating art, NFTs are a wonderful new tool for me as an artist, where I can experiment with a new medium. I would like to, my goal with this is obviously to to bring my vision from my physical artwork into the into the NFT world. It's really fun to play around with trying to do 3D and shapes and stuff, and that's going really well.
Surprisingly
Yeah,
well.
surprisingly
I
well,
could
yeah.
never. I could
I
never.
love working with, even though oil is like my favorite, I work with everything from spray paint to sculptures to like acrylics. I try to master a new medium almost every year, just because it's fun, and you also learn how you can work with what you have, and yeah, it's super good. So but obviously, like how I perceive the future, I think this is going to be a huge part of it. And as Navi said, I'm surprised that no female in Norway has even tried to do this yet. So, so I'm lucky enough to meet Navi actually at the NFT event here in Oslo, and she came over and she was like, "Okay, let's do this." And
I think
I've
we
been
were
thinking,
mutually lucky, and that's what's really good about us working together. That we kind of have this, we're open about what we can do and we
yeah,
can't. But these girls, this is not. There are few things they can't do. So they can sit on Blender 3 months before NFT launch and be like, okay, let's do it.
yeah,
But I would
That's
really
how
like
we
Nora.
roll.
I know. But
bro.
I would really like Nora to just tell a bit about our cars and why we're really making all these pictures, because of course we do love art. That's the first thing, and we want to have take a space in Web3, but there are a cause we're really working and creating this for, because it's not just about us and how much we can get out of it, right?
Are you thinking about a donation or
Yeah.
we're also like as Thea told, she is trying to, with her like old paintings and stuff, um like make the feminine more accepted in a way. And we are also donating a bit of what we earn to a abortion center, because maybe Tia can talk more about that, but freedom is a big part of being a human, and we are now in a time where some part of that freedom is taken away from us in some parts of the world, and we think that if it's anything we can do to keep freedom in some kind of way, especially for women who has like been taking off like their bras or doing like
And here we are in 2022, where we
yeah,
have no hold of what we're doing really. And but then again, the most weird part of all this NFT space here in Norway is that there are only 12% women who are
yeah,
investing in NFT. And that is also really surprising numbers, but we really want to just create the the option for people to get a bit hold of their own lives, and
yeah,
that's why we are, Thea and Nora actually decided themselves to donate a big chunk to the portion centers, so they can you know
Yeah, I think
it's yeah,
I
sorry,
think
go ahead, Thea.
yeah, I think what Nora is trying to say, that I think when I say usually I'm a feminist, people think I'm a complicated woman. Let's just say that. But for me, like, feminism is really simple. It's about freedom and freedom of choice. And then I'm not talking specifically about like abortions, but that is a huge a huge thing for a woman to go through. And I think it's really nice that we can do this project and spread awareness about something. It's a lot of causes I would like to support that has about freedom to do, but specifically since this is like an all girl project basically, and we're the first in Norway, it's nice to reach out. I think what we're trying to do is create sort of a community, and also be like the front runners, especially for women in Norway that want to do NFTs, and also inspire others. So it's really nice that we're able to help other women that's in a compromised position right now in 2022, when it comes to some part of their freedom being, taken away from them.
And that's how we started our NFT journey.
So Navi, I do have questions.
Hmm.
Um, what about the event that you guys planning on this August 24th? Is there something you want to share about that?
Yes.
Because just so you know, one of our syndicate member here, if you see, he will be the next speaker, which is his Rolf. He's from Norway too, so it will be great if
oh,
you guys. And he's such an amazing and talented artist, and I love working with him. He's doing a lot of my portrait and everything. Um, and I think it's yeah, if you want to tell, I think it's good to connect you right now because you are in Norway. Well, he's not a girl though.
That does not
Well, we
matter.
support all
We do,
genders. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
just for
we
girls.
but
do
but
support
I
girls
do,
extra more
yeah,
though,
because
but he's so
your
welcome.
because from my understanding your upcoming event is will be like a physical exhibition. So yeah, you want to tell us about that?
Yes, so we are launching the 25th, and that's the first NFT. And we are having this event at Teknologihuset, which is a tech house basically in Oslo. I really hope, Rolf, that you can come by. I will send you the invite, of course. It's from 6:30 to 9, and we are going to go more in depth about the structure of the NFT, and more about the causes. And we do have some more drops in that waits for us. This is like the first drop for Thea, and there are actually more to come. Thea never stops working, and so I never stop
I'm
working.
actually
So
painting while we're having this chat.
no, but the reason why I made this 360 management for NFTs, I know a lot in the tech world is actually quite easy if you're into tech and all that stuff. But there are so many artists here still who are like, yeah, they're selling their art, but they're not, getting all the benefits what you can get from NFTs. And people are not that aware of what the NFTs can create for the future economy. We just see the crypto numbers go down. That's the only thing we do. But yeah, so hopefully this will help artists as well to be more relaxed, and be more concentrate about their art, and then have some confidence in that other people can help them with the marketing. But yes, Rolf, I would love to send you an invite. And if more of you are thinking about taking a trip down to Oslo, I would love to have you guys here as well.
Yeah, stop by.
I got a question. So what blockchain is this project on?
It's on XRP.
Wait, you guys are on XRP?
So we are going to make it on XRP, yes.
Oh, okay. Um, so you guys are not making a token. You guys are gonna are the NFT is the NFT collection gonna be available when the XLS20 is ready, or are you guys making a token?
So the thing is, we are making the NFTs, but we are going to make more when you guys when the XRP thing is ready.
So
When the
Navi and I,
XRP thing is ready. You
no,
can
so
tell she ain't from this neighborhood, huh, y'all?
No, I think we have other kind of, I'm still working on how you guys say the words, because the words aren't that exact same in Norwegian either.
So too cold. I spoke to Navi, and I was the one that introduced her to the XRPL. So I presenting the Radical X exchange to Navi, and I explained to her, and she's doing her own research, and we've been in communication so far. So and I asked her what she aimed to do, and I support her vision for the Norway. Before she came in our Women in Crypto last time with Manal, how she wanted to bring more women into the crypto, especially in the Norway region. So it's I know they have a lot of things and challenges, but there is always a first step. So I bring Navi into our space, to introduce her to the XRPL. And of course, she's not familiar yet because she's more familiar with OpenSea and the other stuff. And then with this
Bleh.
with
But
this
we're
current with this
Yes,
current with this current partnership, she has these two artists, and she pretty much just working on this upcoming exhibition. So
but we are
I'm
also going to have more of that on OpenSea as well. But hopefully, I think we can get a much more better sorry, uh, better work with Mel as well. So yes.
Okay, dope, dope. So, you guys are they a part of the syndicate, or are
Not
they
yet. They are
Not
not
yet.
yet?
not
Okay,
yet. That not
they're
yet.
still
So
applying.
they are
Okay.
yes, they are focused right now is on their upcoming exhibitions. Like Navi explained that they are working hard with these new managements and the stuff. So they will have to look, and it's all about numbers and everything that they have to kind like play around with. So but yeah, they are considering, and we will see what will happen. I did told Navi about to be a syndicate member, and I think she's considering it. So we'll see.
Yes, and that will be really nice too, when all that little details are in the box.
Okay, okay. So with that, is there anybody right now who has any questions for Navi and is it pronounced Thea? Thea?
Thea, you can call me wherever. You can call me Bob if you want to.
Or yeah, any questions for Navi and Bob? No, I'm just playing. Um, um, so so you've been a artist for 20 years. I heard that right? Because or something like that. I was DMing, sorry. If
Yeah,
you like.
no worries. Well, I wouldn't. It's only like even my art teacher, my like that's extremely successful, has challenges with calling himself an artist. I think that's something other people has to call you, but for like simple reasons, I would call myself artist so people know what I do. But I don't. I went into studying fine art when I was 12 years old. Yeah, and that's for people what is classified as fine art or not. Fine art is when you study anatomy, and you go into oil painting and all the classical things like Rembrandt and Munch and Monet. And yeah, it's not cartoonish or abstract. It's when it's very figurative, when it looks almost photo realistic, almost in a way.
Yeah, I've seen some work like that. That type of art is dope as hell. So
Yeah,
that's definitely
it's
what's up. Shout out to you.
thank you, thank
You
you.
It
should
takes
check
her.
her out. She's really good.
If
Yeah,
you guys want to check it out, my Instagram is Thea Kling, um like the first part of my last name, and Thea Kling. So there's a lot of oil
okay.
paintings there if
So
you
I
want to have a look.
see, because I'm looking in your profile right now. I see you're basically you're new to Twitter, or this account is at least. So
Yeah,
you
I'm into
probably
Twitter.
okay. So you where it says edit your bio, you might want to add your Instagram link in there if that's where all your art is, so people can easily get to it.
For sure, for sure. I was just making this really quickly. I've been back to back with meetings and everything today, so it's coming.
All right, for sure, dope.
Yeah.
Uh, that's what's up. So individual artists and bringing some dope oil paintings to the XRP Ledger, some oil painting type NFTs. You
I
feel
like
me?
I must say that I really am very triggered by combining analog work, like physical work, with digital artwork, and to mix it together, because I
That's
do think the
basically what Thea's been
combination,
doing.
my whole thing is like that's why I call it contemporary romanticism. It's the my main aesthetic is basically making a modern version of classical stuff and finding the perfect balance between the modern and the classic world. So what I'm trying to do is, you know, keeping some of the um how can you say it? The old things that were really familiar, but bring something new elements into it. And some people say in the beginning, oh, but it clashes, I don't understand it. But the more sort of work I make and in different mediums, and I think the message becomes like clearer and clearer. And yeah, I really love that combination. combining them too.
And also, when we're taking it into like NFTs as well, we're taking it one step further, and that's what's like cool, because you right now you're like not an kitsch artist, you're not an abstract artist,
No,
you're
people have trouble defining me because
yeah,
I
and now
yeah I
we're just
do
like taking it.
contemporary motives in an old technique.
Yeah, and that's what's so cool about dragging it into NFTs as well, because in art it's not any rules actually, but it
Mm.
is
But it
kind of.
is. It's unspoken rules. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's in the art world, the physical art world, it's very strict rules on what considered like true and real art and what's not. And that's like high taste versus low taste.
Yeah.
So you can see that street artists and graffiti artists and things that are very pop and very urban and very street are not yet necessarily considered real art in the art in like the high art world. Yeah. And this is like an own set of rules that nobody really knows who created this, because there's a lot of curators, high-end galleries and other artists, and it's really like it's basically a bunch of very luxurious boutiques, if you can say, like Gucci, like
Yeah.
Chanel. Everyone is just like deciding what's like the hottest, what's the new. And
And
but I
they
think,
just set the rules.
yeah, but I think now with the new wave of artists that's coming, NFTs and the digital world is like inevitable, and yeah, the combination is truly amazing. I like, yeah, I think it's so cool.
And I think
So
like an art mediator, that's like the NFT thing for art, like physical art interested people. They
Mm.
get like crunches when they talk about NFTs, and that's also what's like so interesting in starting working with it, because it's like a revolution in the
Yeah,
art
you're opening it up a
world.
lot, like, yeah, you're opening it a lot up for people that don't know what it is yet, but that is really interested in art, and it's time for them to go and see NFTs because that's the
Yeah,
future.
Yeah,
and open
definitely
their
here
eyes,
in
kind of.
yeah, definitely here in Norway there are like I think four artists, four NFT artists that are really known.
Is it not? Yeah, it's
Mm.
just four.
And and there are like no women artists. So again, this is like a huge thing for Oslo and to Norway to to welcome. And so, as Nora said to us, we're quite new in that field as well. But this is like just the beginning for Thea, I feel, because not of our talents, but because of the causes and what we really want to create out of those projects, and hopefully we can also make some changes for the
Yeah, it's
women
much more bigger
in
than
NFT.
just us. It's much more bigger than just us. It's like big for the art industry, big for the women in Norway, big for the like innovation and revolution itself, and the economy, and yeah.
Because the NFT is going quite good here in Norway, surprisingly.
Yeah.
They're still buying. Like we haven't come
Yes.
to that little hump that most of like the world is, and that they say in that they have had enough of NFTs, but really not. We haven't got there yet. We're just beginning. So to just create something that women can also feel um inspired to buy. Sadly, I have to say that because women here aren't that interested in NFTs to begin with. So just that three women are behind a project will make it maybe open doors for more women investors here, and that will also help the economy here a lot as well. So shortly, I'm just trying to say that we hope that we will see more women artists in Norway as well after this one. So
Definitely.
that
I
is
really
maybe the biggest cause.
hope it inspires people. A lot of people at my daytime job, they really want like a course in how to
yeah,
how to do it.
All right, all right, all
Yeah, but
right.
I have to thank for myself because it's sorry, it's like 12:30 here now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, is y'all heard her? It's real late in Norway where they're at. So, does anybody have any questions for them or anything? Just hit the request button right now or type in the chat box. Um, if not, we've been sitting here for quite a while, right? So we're gonna reset the room here in a second and catch a vibe. So I want to take the time to thank Navi, Nora, and Thea. Thank you very much for coming to present. Is crypto women? Well, how do you say it? As I be getting
Girls
the
to
name.
crypto.
The
But
girls in crypto project, right? And your artist right here, Thea, uh, 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 fine
Kaurdhillon.
arts artist, right? So really appreciate that and welcome to the XRPL side of things, right? So glad that I don't
Thank
know
you.
how you found the XRPL or if it was because I remember you guys stumbling into one of our first space calls. I don't know if it was from there or what, but
No,
glad you
I
guys
know.
found us.
No, no. Navi is a friends of Manal, and then Manal is friend of Neil. So and Neil used to be a part of the DPMF team, so that's how we know each other.
Okay, okay, definitely dope. That is what's up. So again, thank you ladies. Appreciate it very much for coming to
Thank you
share it
very
with us.
much.
Thank
And
you.
no problem at all. We still got some giveaways to get to, right? So Mel, we're gonna do something like this. You said you 10 giveaways for Shiba Inu, right?
Hey, Shiba NFT, not Shiba
Oh
Inu.
shit, my bad. Shiba NFT, my fucking bad. 10 giveaways for Shiba NFT, 1 billion apiece. Also, 5 giveaways for the X Squad. Okay, and that's 5 winners getting 2 X Squad apiece, right? So we're gonna let's start this out with 5, right? I'm about to make you work, Mel. So this is how we're gonna
No,
do this. Yep.
stop it.
Is your page public? Your page is public, right?
Mine?
Yeah, this
Yes,
Mel P is public. Okay.
yes.
So check this out, you guys. With so for
Oh God.
the Shiba and Shiba 1 billion Shiba NFTs. This is how we're gonna play this one with the chat box in the space call, right? That chat box feature right there to bring some attention to Shiba NFT, right? I want you to hash, no, I want you to okay, the at sign. I want you to tag Shiba NFT, okay? And then I want you to hashtag Syndicate, all right? And then so that we know that you guys were here, this is how we're gonna pick the first 5 to do it, okay? So those are your 2 instructions for the public side of things. The icing on the cake to be deemed the first 5 winner, you have to DM Mel an emoji of a dog or
Oh
a
wait, wait,
Shiba
wait.
or something like that.
I don't think my DM open for anyone though. No, I
Oh,
have to
she
follow
okay.
them. So just put
Okay.
it on the
Never
comment
mind.
and tag me.
Okay, so the first 5, her first notifications, whoever she picks the first 5 out of, just drop the no, don't drop the emoji in there because this is how they're gonna know my secrets that I be doing this in my space calls. So don't drop that emoji in there. So just the first 5 to do those 2, okay? Tag Shiba NFT and then hashtag Syndicate, and she will pick the first 5. And then also on top of it, I will be matching and where I see her tip after this space call, I will be throwing in 2 cold coin as well on top of it. Okay. So if she starts tipping you, and you don't have the Shiba NFT trust line set up, you'll have 24 hours to get the trust line and the tip bot set up. So uh, that's how you're gonna win. All right, so here we go. Let's set the vibes and reset the room real quick. Since we had the ladies in here presenting their project all the way from Norway, and since me and Mel are up here doing our thug fizzle, let's get to this Women in Crypto song that Lemmy made a while ago, and then we'll be right back and get into it with Mr. R.A.P. Rap. And wear the pants. We all know it's the women. In a world where they say men wear the pants, we all know it's the women who run the finance. Crypto money may be new because it's based on technology and what it can do. Us women excel in tech too. Thought you knew.
Hidden figures, no Taraji. The blockchain got governed bodies. A women all over the globe. Cooking crypto, not over the stove. Kwame Brown said mama's cooking. A lot of mamas is Queen Shebas. It's women in crypto that single like ISO. 222 living they like though. Buying the dip is cheaper than Geico. Watch for lizards and snakes, reptilians. Processing the fraud, those are amphibians. Women in crypto, don't be an idiot. Icebox like too cold. Young boss, no Hugo. Xrpl wizards, paving that yellow brick road. I'm making it bend with Becky. She always showing her gratitude. Activate your tip bot. You give them, it's gonna come back to you. On the ocean like longitude, latitude. Mess with them, then you gonna get attitudes. XRP Jenna. All my crypto women is winners. In the universe with writer's block, but I don't write though. That was a typo. I just seen the NFT. I really like though. My juices is flowing again. Hear that boy going, you know that it's him. Cut to our cookout, you know you need friends. Women in crypto, it's not a trend. Women in crypto, you know that it's them.
Technology and money combined is like a beautiful woman with a glass of red wine. These crypto streets ain't for the weak. Ladies with cold and hot wallets should be the conversation topics. We setting the trend of the next thing popping.
Jamie, Faith, Art, XR paid out in St. Bart's. Beat boot, XR purr. What's the word? Moon Chaser 2020, all them coins, girl, they gon' envy. Beware of imposters clearly. Shout out to Crypto Erie. X Smokey Donuts and Xbox got a wicked collabo. T from Smeckles, them out like Keckles. Victoria for XR Doge. Whoa. Help me get my first clothes on the blockchain, that's for sure. Sherry, you car, let's go get drinks at the U bar. I use my XRP, it's fast. I don't do that Bitcoin cash. Mel P 2222, you got a girl with crypto, that's a money move. Willow P, NFT, Erie Princess, Miss Crypto Team. Whoa. A Miss Team Crypto. Whoa. XRP Queen, they got us from the get go. Whoa. You can try to holler at them. It's lit, bro. Whoa. I'm talking about women in crypto.
We come from all over the world, repping our favorite blockchains. We making money with strangers, turning into friends over the internet. We get the parties in the club. We want to meet up in a space call, talking about cryptos and NFTs though. Triangular trap tsunami. Triangular trap tsunami. Hey, and that is how we does it, right? So we got our guy right here, Mr. Rap, R.A.P., who is also a syndicate member, right? I heard Mel say he's coming all the way from Norway as well. So Rap, what do you got for us, my guy? Let us know what it is you're bringing to the syndicate with your artwork and your project. Are you awake? Because I know it's late. Rap.
It looks like he's away.
Oh, you have to hit the microphone button to unmute your mic. I thought I just got rugged. I was like, oh shit, didn't this happen last time? Rap, you have to hit the microphone button right there in the right hand corner. Am I rugged? Can y'all hear me?
Hello?
I hear you.
Hello.
Oh, there you go. Yep, there you go. Now we got you. Now we can hear you.
Something's happening.
All right. It's called magic.
Yeah. Nice to be here.
Well, nice to have you.
My name is Rolf. I'm from Norway. And yeah. What do you want to know?
we want to know about your project, right? Like it is obviously it's not a Generative, well, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure if it's a generative art project, but from my observation, I think you're an independent artist. Is that correct? You gotta hit the microphone button again.
Hello.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, I make NFT content, and yeah, I, normally I'm drawing and making things with the pen and stuff. I'm kind of creative with everything, a lot of stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, so are you a so you're a real artist, right? And so how long have you been an artist? And when you say pen, right? Because I know there's the S Pen for the tablet and stuff like that.
Well,
So are you a physical artist, like pen to paper? Do you do canvas, and then it has digital turned into your last, I guess, medium that you tapped into? Like, give us the process, how, like, your journey of being an artist.
well, I've started with the pen to paper from school, from when I was small, and till these days, when I ended up on the PC computer and tablets, and I played around with a lot of stuff, and I showed some interest in DP monks, and they reached out to me, and I gained my interests back. So I didn't know the little man could do anything in the NFT world, and I didn't really know anything about NFTs. So they got me into it, and I got more interested in it. So I get to know them better. And Mel, I got to know her, and she teaches me stuff about NFTs and how it works. So that's how I ended up here.
Okay, dope, dope. So, so is this gonna be your first NFT project?
Yeah, yeah, it's my first art, and I've tried minting on the Radical X already, and it worked. It was pretty easy actually. Yeah.
And you didn't know how to mint or do any of that beforehand?
No.
No, Rolf is pretty new. So a little bit background about Rolf. I met him on the space in the space. He was just a regular investors like others, and then he started to caught my attentions when he started drawing, and then I gave him a couple project with my own personal collection. So, and he works on different of my portrait and different stuff, and I like it. He gave a lot of dimensions. He gave a different style of art. So I told him when the syndicate, born, and I said, Rolf, why don't you apply as a syndicate member? So Rolf is a very easygoing and open-minded person, even though he doesn't know anything in the beginning, and he eager to learn, and he's not shy to ask and to be honest that, Mel, I'm new, guide me, and so he's very open-minded and he eager to learn, and he started his journey in this NFTs world with no experience and no knowledge at all. So for him to be able to mint in the testnet and he said it's easy, that's a big thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm new to this, so I'm surprised that it was that easy. I went through the steps, and it went pretty well for me.
That's dope. That's dope. That's what's up. So, with what you're bringing to the syndicate, is it what type of collection are you bringing to for your first NFT project?
I get it. I'm going for some portraits and some some dimensions, feel some inner feelings coming through on some yeah. It will be pretty cool. some portrait heads, and some other stuff I've been working on lately.
Rolf is pretty much knows everything, the pixels arts and everything, but he is more into portraits and he's kind of like have a unique what I would say different style. It's totally different. If you go on his Discord and you join his Discord, he has some of his artwork display there, I believe. And yeah, it's something different. And that's what I like about the syndicate member. They all have a different characteristic of their NFTs, and that is more diverse. And it's not like, it's still competitive, but it's not like random or same. It's totally very diverse character in each syndicate member artist.
Yeah, it's not always easy to find all the words either. What's it called? Abstract everything. All the words in art is not. Yeah. Suddenly, I'm supposed to speak English, and everything is gone.
So like your profile picture, right? That's a portrait you did from
Yeah,
scratch.
yeah, that's me.
By the way, Rolf is an actor too, in Norway. He is involved on the certain movie, and he had project in the past, and I know he's currently also has some project going on. And so meet this actor from Norway, everybody.
That's that was supposed to be a secret.
There is no secret here, Rolf.
Yeah, I'm working on a short movie right now. It's called Gangster of the Month at the moment. So will be cool. Looks pretty
that
cool till now. So
that sounds like a mafia movie or something.
yeah, it's kind of.
Yeah, let me know when it comes out.
Yeah, will do.
um
Yeah.
so now stepping into here, as far as the NFT goes, right? And your your artwork, do you do also do physical, like physical images as well? Like, do you sell those, like not attached to your NFT, just you as an artist? Do you do that type of work still, or because I know
No,
before the
no,
internet, obviously
no,
that's probably
no,
how you did it.
no. Because I haven't had time to do anything because I became a father and the acting and the my daily job. So I haven't had time to do anything with it. So that's why this opportunity to do the NFT stuff will bring this back to the table. Finally I can do something with it again. Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. And using today's technology to do it, right? Your
Yeah,
iPad or
yeah, it's
PC and
amazing.
stuff like that. Yeah. So that's dope. So so obviously your collection is not going to be like, tied to a video game, and then you'll be able to do this in it's strictly art, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Dope. Go ahead, Wolf of God.
Hey everyone, and thanks so much to Cole for having me up. And hello, Rap.
Hello.
Great to see some other Norwegians also in this space. I chime in little bit late, but could you tell a little bit more about the project you said?
It's not a project. I just make NFT art content. It's it's new to me too, so it's for me to mint and to sell my art. It's not a project.
All right. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's new. New
Yes,
to
Rolf is an NFT. Rolf is not an NFT project, but he is a NFT content creator, and he out he owned his art. He made his own art, so that he will mint on the Radical X exchange as part of the syndicate member. So he's not a NFT project.
Hmm.
Okay. Here's a good one. Well, I got it. But if anybody else wants to ask a question, go ahead, type in. I mean, hit the request button or type it in the chat box right there. But do you, as an artist, and it being brought back, to the table for you, right? You regained your inspiration. That's dope. I love hearing that, right?
Yeah.
Um, do you take on commission works? Like if somebody wanted a portrait, kind of like your profile picture or something, do you do that for people?
And I haven't been asked, but I can.
If Too Cold asks you that, it means she is interested to give you a project.
Well, no, I mean, he does got, I'm looking at his, I've seen a couple of his
Be
images,
honest, Too
and
Cold. Be honest, Too Cold. Come on.
yeah, no, yeah, you're right. Like I have seen a couple of them, right? I'm not saying that, but if I'm thinking that, right, like, cause shit, somebody else might be thinking it, right? But nobody want to fucking ask questions. But yeah, I would definitely like in the future or something. Definitely, probably would want to like get something, cause it's hard to find somebody who could do portraits. You know what I mean?
Well,
Yeah,
Rolf working in the past, Rolf worked for some of my personal collections for the portraits. So he does by request, or if you ask him to do, he will do it for you. Yes.
of course.
So, by the way, Rolf, where in Norway are you from?
I am originally. I'm from Lillesand, and now I live in Stavanger, Sandnes, Stavanger. I lived here since 2006. How about you?
I, nice, sweet. I am from Haugesund, or a little
Uh,
bit outside. Karmøy, if you have heard about it.
from yeah, yes. It's not far away from me.
No, it's not too far. So, how is the summer down there? Is it great?
You guys should
So
meet up
cool.
for coffee.
Yeah, that's cool. Nice to hear someone else out there.
Yeah, for sure. Same to you.
All right. So nobody else has any questions. I can't think of any more because I mean, as he said, he's not a project, right? He is a individual artist, and that is what the syndicate is helping people like him, and also projects, right? That are like projects, right, that are doing all these other things attached to their NFT. This guy, this man is just a artist that has found his inspiration again to get back in the game and create art, and he's learning about NFTs and he's trying to utilize that to get his art out there. So that's definitely dope. Um, so I don't have like there's not the same type of questions to be asking somebody like this, right? Because he's not trying to he's not trying to intrigue everybody into his art by adding this and then you'll get that and then it'll come with it. Like he's putting his art out there, either you like it or you don't. It's pretty much. Is that right, Rap? Is that the best to
Sounds
explain
about
it?
right. Yeah.
Right. Shag, we got Shagzilla up here. What's up, Shag?
All right.
You gotta unmute your mic. There you go.
Got it. I got it. What's going on, guys? All right. I just want to say that's awesome because that's the same way I started was just learning what cryptocurrency was, dived into what NFTs were, and I'm kind of on your side, bro.
Oh, thank you. That's nice to hear.
All right.
You know.
Huh? What'd you say, Shag?
Oh, you can't hear me?
Oh, you cut out for a second.
Okay. No, I think it's awesome because this is how I started. Also, just learning what the cryptocurrency was, and then learning that the NFTs that go with it. And I think it's cool because it seems to be a rare thing now that the actual true artist is kind of getting kind of mowed over by all these digital programs and stuff going on. But again, you know, he'll have his own coin soon. That's all I wanted to say.
We'll see.
Congratulations.
Is there any more questions for Rolf?
Oh shit! I was sitting here talking with the thing muted. I was just saying. I was saying that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out and congratulations to you. If you guys are just now joining the call, Ralph, right? Rap right here. RAP. How do you pronounce your name? Is it Ralph
Yes,
or
sir,
Rolf?
Rolf.
Rolf. Like
Yeah.
this.
Rolf.
Yeah.
Rolf.
Ralph.
Rolf.
Yeah,
Rolf.
that's good.
Yeah, that's good. Rolf. Right there. Rolf.
Okay. So rap, okay, Rolf. He is a individual artist. He is not a project, okay? He's not creating a metaverse and doing all this. He is a artist who has found his inspiration back into the art world and is learning NFTs and bringing his art into NFTs, and that is what he's offering as far as his work. He's bringing NFTs to the work he creates, and that's it, and that's all. He is a part of the Syndicate, which is on the Radical X exchange. Okay, well, not on the Radical X exchange, but the Syndicate members are pretty much sponsored by Radical X exchange, and they're free to mint anywhere they want, even if they do not want to mint on Radical X exchange. Right, being a part of the Syndicate means that it is help with exposure, right, to different platforms that you might not be able to reach because you don't have a large following or this or that as an independent artist or as a project, right, an NFT project. So that is what being a part of the syndicate is, and why we do these calls on Wednesdays, right? Bi-weekly Wednesdays to help bring more exposure to these type of artists as well as projects. And Radical X Exchange, whose parent company is DP Monks Finance. They go out there and they help on other social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and things like that, and help get people's work and name out there, right? And then they will also be featured in the is it the Radical X Exchange Gallery? Like what it DP Monks Gallery, or is it just the Syndicate Gallery? I don't know what to call it.
That's the Radical Acts in
Yeah.
general. It's not just a syndicate, but it's a Radical Acts
Okay,
gallery.
so it will be the Radical X Gallery, okay, and that will be in the Metaverse Spatial, right? As syndicate members, even if you do not again mint on Radical X Exchange, you will still be featured in that gallery to still continue to help you get you exposure. So and I guess I just helped Rap get some more inspiration possibly, right? Because I did ask him a question if he took commission work, if people wanted into if they DM'd him or contacted him or tagged him on Twitter or whatever, however you were to get a hold of him, if you guys want a portrait such as his profile picture, that he did that work himself. He said he hasn't took on that type of work, but he can and he will. So if you guys are interested in a portrait, get at Rap. You feel
Let's
me?
do it.
We got Mr. Daniel up here, right? The owner and the creator of DP Monks Finance as well as Radical X Exchange. What's up, my guy? What's going on, Daniel?
Hey, sorry I come on late. I was really busy this evening. I'm
Yeah,
not even sure who I missed.
You're a bad boy. You came here real late and you missed everything.
I do like listening to the content creators, and I spoke to Rolf as well. I spoke to Rolf a long time ago, and I like his art. He does really good art, really good artist. So and I think he do really well. In fact, most of the people up here, who do content creation, they're all really good artists actually. But I just wanted to touch on the gallery because I don't want to cause confusion. So the gallery itself, it's actually the way it's been designed. It's actually going to be quite large, but people in the syndicate, they will have their artwork up there first, to broadcast what they do, and also to that, the gallery as well will provide links. So if they want to put up some artwork in there, and it doesn't matter what exchange they have it on, whether it's on the one we have, the Radical X one, or any other, like with the other ones that are on the Xrpl, if they want to sell their artwork on there, we'll still provide links to them exchanges. Not directly working with them, but still, support, how they want to sell their art. So it's not actually a Radical X gallery. And I was actually having a conversation today, saying, look, we actually haven't given this gallery a name, and that's the truth. At the moment, it is just called the gallery. But the syndicate members, and that's everyone, including you two, Cold, as well, we will display what you guys have, obviously with permission, and I'll speak to everyone about that on a one-to-one basis, but then later, when people are selling artwork, they can put it up, and we'll provide links wherever it may be on any blockchain, to promote what you're doing. The gallery itself it's taken so long because it's been quite well designed, and it's being done in a way on Spatial that hasn't been done before. And the developer that's leading it, Ava, she's very keen to make it you could almost say like a world-class gallery. And we have high ambitions. But yeah, when people first go there, it will be the syndicate members that will have their artwork on show first, and that's everyone. And then if there's any for sale on any NFT exchanges when we open it up, people will be able to look at that artwork, and wherever it is for sale, we'll provide the links, and we have to work on that. It's almost a bit like a job in there, because there's going to be so many moving parts. It's, someone sells some artwork, we'd have to, and there's no more for sale, we'd actually have to take it down and put something else up. So there is going to be some work to it. I've got 2 developers working on it at the moment. And it's looking like we might have to get a few more. And especially if it expands, we're actually considering people advertising in there for a small fee, where they can have their artwork up, and we'll provide the links and work with that, and we're going to make it where loads of people can put their artwork up, and it just doesn't matter which exchange it's on. We'll provide the links for it. It's not contained just to our own exchange. We want to make it sort of as friendly as possible, but also include other blockchains as well, to sort of bring everyone together and make it a real sort of friendly gallery that's not really tribal. So that's sort of our main effort, and it's going quite well. But when we first open it, it will be syndicate members that have their artwork up.
Perfect, dope. Thank you for that, Daniel. And in case you guys don't know, I did pin it up on top of the Jumbotron. I think it's close to the beginning, so you're gonna have to slide, right? The Radical X exchange right now is in beta, and you can test minting, buying, and selling yourself. You heard it right out of Rap's mouth, right? He's new to all of this, and it was very simple and easy for him to learn how to do it. So I suggest everybody get on there and practice, and whatever it is that you have difficulties with, contact Dan to put it in a comment, DM him, or put it on the page of Radical X Exchange, whatever. But that's the whole point, is to test out this stuff before XLS 20 goes live, so that when it does go live, it's like not, doesn't go live and doesn't have a buy button like some other exchange that was on
Let me
that's
just
done
touch
that.
on that for a moment, because we're actually in the middle of switching servers, and we've got the hardware put together. It's actually down in Brighton in the UK, so there's a bit of a pause at the moment on the exchange. It will be the only pause we have because the servers we were running on were purely for testing, and we actually got a lot of activity on our exchange, slightly more than we anticipated. So we're going to upgrade early, and this upgrade is it's going to be the only time it's going to pause. And then the servers we're on, we'll run on them servers, and we've already got other ones prepared, so we can upgrade. So you could say upgrade on the move if you like. So at the moment we're on a pause. It'd probably be about another 4 days, I predict at most. But I'll say when it's back online. But yeah, I'd say there's no reason to go on at the moment because we're not loading up the IPFS, and well, we're just not loading up most of the data because we've got a transition going on where we're switching. But it'd be about 4 days, and then after that, we are then ramping up so people can mint music and video, which will start next week, so people can test on that as well. And it's good, feel free to jump on. It's all completely free. We don't take any fee in any way for anyone to test on there. And that was always a prime feature I wanted to make sure we employ, because you never know. XLS20, we don't know when it could start, so there's not a chance that we was going to take any fee from the public. But we did want people to try it out, such as what Rolf was speaking about earlier, to actually see what it's like to first mint. The only things that aren't active on there is you can't bulk mint and you can't do royalties. We plan to launch that when it goes live. But other than that, everything else is pretty much the same. So there'll just be a few features that we'll add. It'll be 2 options that you'll select when you mint, and it'll be really simple. And it's the same as Rolf said. We did try to make it as user friendly as possible. And you can actually trade on there as well. If no one's been on there, you can actually buy each other's NFTs, and you can sell your own as well. And that's all with Test at Xrp. There is no fee at all with using our exchange. So if it ever gets to a point where you try and come on the test net and you feel like you have to use your own XRP, then you're doing something wrong, because the whole thing is completely free. But yeah, we're about to switch onto new servers, and they are going to be the servers that will run as we expand later on as well. I've hired some engineers down in Brighton who are preparing for this, and it's actually a completely new experience because there isn't actually an NFT exchange live for the Xrpl specifically. So we have to go off data off other blockchains, and they actually do work with a Solana NFT exchange. So we sort of bounced off some of the data they have, and then from the time of us deploying on these new servers with music and video, we'll also study and look at how efficient XLS20 really is, and we're sort of consolidating all the information now. There is some. There has been some, I don't want to say issues, it's actually quite efficient, but there are a few hiccups along the way. But I want to confirm that they are network issues and not platform, because it was quite brave for us, in a way, to launch on a test platform, to launch on a test network, because when the network goes down, it looks like the platform's failing. But actually, not everything is the network's fault. I just want to make that clear. Sometimes it could be our platform. I'm not going to blame everything on the XLS20 DevNet, because it is actually quite efficient. There are a few things that, are questionable, but at the moment it has been working quite efficiently. And that, you guys everyone here is most welcome to jump on and contact me if you want help getting on the DevNet, and because it is open to the public, and it's for people exactly like what was said earlier with Rolf, who's never minted before, and we wanted to show that you don't have to be a mainstream artist to be able to attach your work to the blockchain. Everyone is allowed, and there's a few extra features that come with that, which I'm actually going to talk about next week, as to why we allow everyone to mint, because I don't think anyone should be tied to being accepted by anyone to mint on the blockchain. It's not really the decentralized manner. So that's why when we've done it, we have allowed sort of everyone to mint, especially on the test net. So yeah, I look forward to that, and everyone's welcome, and it helps us out a little bit to understand how much pressure can XLS20 really take, even though it is just a test network. And there have been faults along the way that we've seen, not massive ones. They're not they're not out of this world. But it just helps us learn, so we can consolidate information and then forward that on to the relevant people, who can help build the network in a faster time, if you like, or help upgrade the amendment. But yeah, sorry, that's all I wanted to say. Cheers, Too Cold. Thank you.
That sounds super exciting, Daniel. I missed what platform, what you called, where you could
It's
test.
on top of the Jumbotron. It's Radical X Exchange. It's on top
Radical
of the
X.
Jumbotron.
All right. Thanks,
Yeah.
Tuco. Thanks, Daniel. I'll check it out.
And also, because you're doing this server upgrade, would you have been doing this server upgrade if you did not test it on the DevNet? Would you know that you needed to upgrade the server because you said it was
we always knew
a bit more traffic?
Yeah, we always knew we'd have to upgrade. That was never a secret. It was always in the planning. But we had it as a test network for ourselves as an integral team. So when you open up to the public, obviously you're going to get a lot more traffic. And we realised that there would be so I expect XLS 20, or I expected it to be sort of around the time of next month as an estimate, sort of around now in September was sort of my ballpark figure. And what I realised a few months ago when I was mainly speaking to the Shiba NFT team, who were actually here earlier, we actually had so you could almost say a little bit of spare time because we had the basics of an exchange ready. And I was like, right, I don't believe XLS 20 is going to launch around now. I'm predicting about 3-4 months. And that's why I started, building for them. So that's actually how it come about. If I'd thought any different, I would have said to him, I can't build this for you, and that's the truth. And I was actually very honest to Jordan about that. And it was almost a 2-week time frame we was talking together. And I was like, if I hear any good news about XLS 20, I can't do this application for you now. I'll have to do it later. I was very honest with him about that. And it didn't go the way we'd obviously expected. And I thought, right, we've probably got about 3 months to play here. So we took things a bit slow with the exchange. In fact, at a time, we actually took a complete pause on it. And knowing we would obviously upgrade the servers. And we started working with Shiba NFT and building for them. And that's sort of how it come about. So if XLS 20 actually hadn't been delayed, we wouldn't have been able to build the Shiba NFT app for Shiba NFT. That's the God's honest truth. But yeah, because of the delay, we took things slow. The upgrade was always going to come in. But first I wanted to test how much traffic we'd take on and how many NFTs how much could the exchange take with the network that we have is basically what it was, as a platform, because it doesn't exist yet. There isn't an NFT exchange officially. You could argue that XLS 14 is. But for the XLS 20 amendment working on the DevNet, I want to see how much pressure could we take. And that's one of the reasons why we also opened up to the public. So it does help us. But generally it's actually a really good exchange, and what you see for Radical X at the moment is actually a really small part of it. So it's actually a lot bigger than what you would see, and we've hidden that and probably given a few little clues. But we just wanted to give enough where it was enough to be a traditional exchange where you would have seen on any other network that you could basically play with Test XRP. But it is a lot bigger. There's a lot more to do, and there is a lot more coming. And I've said before, it's probably about 20% of the actual size of the exchange. And the only reason we can't test with the remainder of it is because there's issued currencies involved, and you can't use them on the XLS 20 DevNet. So the agreement was with my team months ago that we would provide a exchange to the public for free for everyone to practice on, because for some artists it's quite a big thing to say, even if they've minted on the XLS 20 DevNet. In a way you are making history. And it's quite a special thing to some people, and especially if it's quite easy to do. And I think that's always a key part to it. It must be simple for the user to do. I didn't want. I wanted to make sure that people who are not technically savvy could go on there and do it quite simply. And I think we've achieved that. And there's obviously been a few speed bumps along the way because we're on the test net. Getting people on the test net was probably the hardest bit. And even that is quite simple. But for someone who isn't technically savvy, it can be a bit scary. But when you're on, once you get on, you're on. You know, your decentralized wallet is saved in our database, and you literally just log on. But yeah, with these new servers, we're going to be 20 times more powerful. So yeah, we're increasing by about 2,000%, and then we've got backups for mainnet to then double it again. So we've already got a plan in place to expand that, and that can be done on the move. So we won't need to actually shut down for like a few days and then do it again. We will literally upgrade on the move. So these servers will be permanent, and there are engineers in Brighton in the UK who will be working for me because I need to ensure, because of the features that are on there, if those who have probably seen me on Twitter, I have explained that there is faster trading with this NFT exchange. So we need to ensure that it's operational at all times, and that's a real hard thing to do, guys. That's that's not an easy thing to do. I had to like cherry pick in the UK who I would take on, and I spent months having meetings and talking to people about exactly what I needed to achieve, because the NFT exchange you're going to see. And something like this doesn't exist. It's completely different. Right now, you see the traditional side, and the way it's done as well, with you trading XRP and buying NFTs, there's no broker fee. So you'll notice when you've made a sale for, let's say you sell an NFT for 20,000 XRP, you'll notice, and some people here would have done it, they receive the full complement of that payment. And that is the way it will be on the real one. So we don't actually take a broker fee for your trades. You actually get the full complement reward of the NFT. And the reason that was because I expect to have a high user base to use the exchange. But there's also I'm going to call it a safety functionality. It's something I can't really talk about right now, but it is to do with validating NFTs. And it was to bring a bit of safety into NFTs to ensure that they weren't duplicated and copied. So if an artist made a specific NFT, it would be validated for our exchange at a very minimal cost, and it would be by the community that use it. And then when they're on there, there would be identifying marks from that feature when the NFT is on there. So if someone duplicated it, it wouldn't have this identifying mark, and it would have been voted by the community. And then obviously there's no broker fee, so it makes it a safer place to trade NFTs. And that was always the plan, to give the I say community, but it's more the public. NFT trading can be very dangerous, and you would have seen it on Ethereum and Solana, where expensive NFTs have been copied and sold off. So we had to counter that, and we have devised some ways around that. And we'll see if it works, because it actually hasn't been done before, and I'm pretty confident that it will. But it should bring a high user base, which in turn would bring a higher volume of trading for NFTs, which would be a really, really good thing for the Xrpl, considering the network it's built on. So we're in a good place. And it is all for the benefit of the user. It really is. There's not a lot that we take in as an exchange, and I'm very against centralized exchanges. And you would have seen me also post before, me claiming that we are a centralized exchange. And to be honest, when the finishing product comes in, which will be in about 3-4 years, you'll understand why. And it's to do with multi-chain trading. That's why. But we will make it as decentralized as possible. And I actually plan at a stage, I want to be at a stage where I can step back, and the whole exchange will function on its own as a user base, as users governing it, and then that's how it would function. That's sort of the dream, and it hasn't really been done before. I'm going down a few roads that actually haven't been done before, but at the moment it seems to be planning out. I know there's us. I think NFT Masters, they're the ones who've also got an NFT exchange live to mint and trade on. Feel free to go on there, have a go. I've spoke to some people who are doing NFT exchanges, and I've explained, look, I support what you're doing. How can I help? Because I am supportive, especially for safe trading on the Xrpl. I think that's very important. But just as important as we're not taking funds out of everyone's pockets just for trading. I want it to be as competitive as possible, and to do that we don't actually take a broker fee. And you're probably wondering, how on earth does this exchange run with Dan running it? And it is literally the trading features. You make a small payment to use a trading feature. We don't take a trading fee. So if you had an NFT for, say, for example, for $1 million, you know, that's an expensive NFT. You know, some people won't want to give 2 or 5% to the exchange for that trade. Well, on our NFT exchange, you don't have to. You pay for the trading feature and you get the full complement, the full reward of what it's worth. And that's what I wanted to go down. That's the road I want to go down. And at the moment, it looks like it could be really, really good. So yeah, I think I've said quite a lot on there. I'll step back, but cheers, Too Cold.
Yeah, Dan, you came in here to steal the thunder, man. You were supposed to do all this next week.
I'm so sorry. Normally I'll sit because I like listening to the content creators. I'll step back. I'm really sorry, guys. Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good. So yeah, everybody get out there. If you follow Dan's page or DP Monk's finance page or the Radical X Exchange page or just all three, the you'll see the announcement when the exchange is back open and to go live, so that all of you guys, all of us, can go test and play with it and break it, complain, suggestions or what you don't like, and any of that, right? What you do like, all of that stuff. That's the whole point of testing it out. So again, thank you, Dan. Appreciate it. So let's reset and backtrack, because we were talking about Rap and Rolf, right? Who is the syndicate member, the artist. So does anybody have any questions for him? If not, let's roll into making it rain in here a little bit, right? So since we got Ralph up here and he is a artist, right? Let's do it like this. What are you gonna give away right here? You want to do X Squad or the 5 more Shiba NFT?
It's up to you.
Let's mix it up a bit, right? So let's go with some Shiba. So this will go to 5 winners for 2 X Squad piece, okay? And we're gonna do it like this. Since Rap is an artist, let's tag his name, all right, at the handle, all right, so we could draw some attention to it, so people see, this space call postings and wonder why everybody's tagging this guy's name, right? So tag his name, hashtag Syndicate, all right, and then yeah, Mel's gonna go again, first 5, and that's how she'll do it. I'm making Mel work today, right? Don't DM me, not today, because then I have to tell her and screenshot to her who did it. So all of it in the comment section of the chat box right there. The @ handle, right? Raps @ handle, hashtag Syndicate, and then Mel will go through the first 5 notifications that she gets. She will go through and number them like she did earlier. So without further ado, let's reset the room before we get to this last project, right? We get to this last project, who is the Bird Gang, gang. You know what I'm saying? What up, gang? Since we got Dan here, and they are kind of not kind of, this is what the Wednesday calls are about, are the syndicate members, right? This song has not been released, but Lemmy has made a DP Monk's finance song, and he made it a while ago. So let us play that, right? Because that's where the Radical X Exchange comes from, and that is where the syndicate members come from, right? Without these 2 projects, DP Monk's Finance or Radical X Exchange, there would be no syndicate. So here we go. Let's get into this DP Monk's finance song that Lemmy made. You want Lemmy's information? It's on top of the Jumbotron as well. Go check out his streaming platforms and YouTube channels. So here we go.
DP months, 21 skunk, soldier boy, my bag got a dump. They calling my phone now, what do you want? They know my finances is keeping me crumb. DP months, 21 skunk, soldier boy, my bag got a dump. They calling my phone now, what do you want? They know my finances is keeping me crumb. I'm part of the syndicate, I got different privilege. It's the real game now, I can't do no scrimmaging. I don't really write rhymes, I don't care about penmanship. I'm not LeBron James, but I see you all are witnessing the greatest transfer of wealth. I'm talking about Xrpl and DP Monks Finance. It's green, that mean good for your health. Taking advantage of the use of blockchain technology, no contradiction, neither hypocrisy, acting as a bridge. Global crypto monopoly where you can feel safe. Check out the philosophy. Objectives are versatile, pertaining to utilization of D apps, triangular trapping. Cost D map, I got my XDX, so I'm finna relax. DP months, 21 skunk, soldier boy, my bag got a dump. They calling my phone now, what do you want? They know my finances is keeping me crumb. DP months, 21 skunk, soldier boy, my bag got a dump. They calling my phone now, what do you want? They know my finances is keeping me crumb.
Yeah. So that is kind of an exclusive. I played it here once before, but yeah, that song has not been released. Okay. And Lemmy does have it tucked away, but you know, I do have access to some gems. So feel special, guys, that you heard it here. So shout out to Lemmy for that dope ass track, right? So we have our
Thanks.
last project. Huh?
Thanks so
What was
much,
that?
Tuko, for sharing that song with us before it's really even released. I love it.
Oh
New
yeah,
song.
for sure, right? We'll let me know tomorrow for the Wake and Bake Vibes call, right? We have one last project to get to right here, the Bird Gang. I know there's a language barrier here, but so that people can follow you a lot easier, they tend to follow people who have the microphone. If you hit the request button, my guy, or here, accept this invite to come speak, right? You don't have to speak. I know My Young is here to help with you for the language barrier. Um, the Bird Gang right here with this robot Darth Vader looking profile picture with the X'd out neon eyes. That is the project that we are going to be talking about. But May Young, who is up here also from Indonesia, who does handle English a bit better, is going to be helping talk about what the Bird Gang project is all about. So let's get to it, my guy. May shit did it me my young. Let's get to it, my young. To talk about the Bird Gang for me, please.
Yeah, thank you to Cole. So you've been having issues with Mayung. So
I just like to remix things. That's all.
yeah, so uh, okay, in behalf of the Bird Gang, because there's a language barrier that the the project of the Bird Gang cannot speak English very well. At but you can always ask him later. He said that he is able to answer question with his lacking English, but for him to speak up about the project, he has really many issues about the language. So at first, I would like to introduce that the Bird Gang is the first. I think it's the first Indonesian project to come to Syndicate, and it is funny that many of Indonesia's project recommended by the Bird Gang, like Mayung and the others, because oh, how can I say? At first, the Bird Gang was supposed to be in Ethereum blockchain. Name the project name was Crazy Bird, as I recall. Then it comes there comes the problem. At first, they do know about Xrpl blockchain because of some scams happen in the in Xrpl, that their art is taken from Ethereum blockchain to the Xrpl, that they decided to make jam on Xrpl and remade the NFTs. At first, the Crazy Bird was 2D NFT and Ethereum blockchain that's supposed to be the reward for the Bird Gang, which will come later on the Xrpl. I believe that Zaki, the founder of the Bird Gang, already explained that to Ripple 10, Mr. 11, that the project is theirs. I mean, at they really come from bottom, because the scam scenes on Xrpl, and at first they are really reluctant of admitting that they are Indonesians. Uh, you know that in Indonesia we have many people come scam to the Xrpl. That's why many Indonesia's project are reluctant to announce that they are Indonesians. So there Mayung comes. When Mayung comes, announce that Mayung is Indonesia's project, and so the other projects start announcing that they are Indonesians. Like nowadays, the Bird Gang already announced that they are Indonesians. XR Stake also, X Magic also, and many project announced that they are now Indonesians, because you see, it's Indonesia's project is not all about scams, but also many people come to the Xrpl as honest content creator or NFT project or token project like Xmagic. But nowadays, Xmagic has a NFT project also, which I believe will join the syndicate also. So about the Bird Gang, the inspirational work from the artist of the Bird Gang is the game called uh, Angry Bird, I believe. And anybody knows Angry Bird? Yeah, that's the that's the inspirational comes from. So later on, they create the the art using that character and develop it further. So uh, of course, in the future, the Bird Gang wish to have a game also. They say that, but it's not disclosed yet. So we don't know if they will make the game or not, because Zaki told me, the founder told me that he certainly has no budget to do it for the current time. Moreover, that XLS 20 has not been released yet. So uh, this project also released the token for the NFTs. It is not a token, the crypto token, but it is a NFT token, which is the 1 per 1 token for one NFTs. So later on, when XLS 20 released, the token can be exchanged into NFT. So keep that in mind, that the Bird Gang is kind of same purpose in creating token with Mayung. Mayung also do 1 per 1 token for the NFT. So if you have any more question, maybe the Bird Gang himself will be able to answer with the lack of English, maybe. Hello, Zaki, Bird Gang, where are you? I believe that he is he he hasn't slept yet since last night due to the nervousness that he will be here. And also he has some we have something in common, that he thought that the woman in crypto will be held yesterday, as our differentiate in time, right? So he didn't sleep also last night. That's why Mel was laughing so hard about it. That
I did, and I'm still laughing until now because it's too funny, you guys. I already told him it will be your Thursday early morning. It's not your Wednesday. It's gonna be your Thursday, but he's still mess up. So I laugh until now. Sorry, Zaki. Sorry, but thank you for being so committed that even though you are, you cannot speak English, and well, I know you can because you understand. It's just that you need more practice because practice does make perfect. So and thank you, Mayung. I know it's time for your school, and then you here for helping Zaki. And I know Laskar supposed to be here, but I force you to help Zaki because that's what it is about this syndicate member as a collaborative and collective artist, that we help each other, we support each other where we if we are in that positions to help, then we should help. So thank you, Mayung, Mufti, and the Bird Gang. And I want to give a little bit highlight what Mayung just said about the Bird Gang. So in the beginning, it is true that the Bird Gang name was the Crazy Bird NFT, and they displayed their work on the open sea. But unfortunately, their NFT was stolen. Their art was stolen from someone, and by someone. And then so Zaki and his artist, which is what his name, Aldiano, they decided to move to the XRPL because the elephant exposed those stolen art on the XRPL. So and he is eager to. He was eager to build his on the XRPL because of what happened to him. So yeah, it is true. Also through this journey, they've been having a lot of challenges because of what happened to them, because people thought they were the one that stealing those, because the character of their art. But they stay and they still exist until now in the XRPL, just so everybody knows that they are here for something good. And I know they are trying to expand their collaborations with another Indonesian project. And then recently I saw, uh, I'm so excited. I think that's what the idea of Syndicate is like, how this collaborative and collective artists working together as a team. And I recently just saw like floating in the space about their Indonesian's Independence Day that was just happened August 17. Happy Independence Day, Mufti and Zaki. And they were working together, all these syndicate member that were Indonesians project, and it was kind of nice that you guys all working together out there and then creating something positive for the XRPL community. That's an awesome. Yeah, so Zaki does have a token project right now, which is an NFT IOU. But that also the same thing with Mayung. I think there will be a 2,000 NFTs that will be minted once the XLS 20D goes live. So each one token will be exchanged for one NFT, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct, Zaki?
Yeah, it's supposed to be correct.
Yeah. So but currently also he also helping one of his family member that he currently also have a profile on the Sologenic for another NFT project called NFT, not project, a content creator. I think the name is Puppy or My Puppy. And he's been working a lot with a different syndicate member, which Mr. Robot. I don't know if he works with Shag yet. I know he worked also with the new one, HMN, XRPL, and so it is true what Mufti said. Zaki does bring a lot of different Indonesians project or content creator into the XRPL. To start their journey as an NFT project, I mean, as an NFT content creator, including Mayung into this XRPL. So, thank you, Zaki, for your contributions for the space, and thank you for showing your commitment that you are here for good. You are not here for scamming people. You make your existence is clear for the community, and you keep engaging with your people, your community, and I am so looking forward. To work with you and then to see what you hold. I mean, what the future hold for you.
Yeah, we really have no choice then. We must support each other as Indonesian project. There are many things going on right now in Indonesia, because people start realizing that Xrpl blockchain is opening for them. And as you know that our community in Indonesia is really growing fast, like really fast, because crypto is a new things in Indonesia, and Indonesia's government also nowadays trying to make the currency of Indonesia as a blockchain, like the other currencies of the world. So uh, it's really getting hot in Indonesia about crypto, and we Indonesian project are trying to pour into Xrpl. Uh, I believe that the NFT project from Syndicate, the Indonesian project especially, they will always try to come to Syndicate the first time. I mean, so okay, back to the Independence Day, that we have many events from our respective project of Indonesia. you can come to our page. There are many rewards uh, celebrating our Independence Day. So I really also thank Zaki that he is really helpful. I don't know anything about Syndicate at first. Then Zaki told me that you should come to Syndicate and introduce yourself to Mr. Daniel. He said, "Yeah, at first we really reluctant to say that we are Indonesian, but in the end we have to say that." And now Indonesian projects are popping up anywhere as they see the possibility of the future because we have many population in Indonesia and they are almost ready for everything to adapt to the blockchain.
That's awesome. To call you there, you have question?
Yeah, sorry, I was just stuffing some food in my mouth. Um,
Yeah. And also I really blame Tukul for the awesome woman in crypto. So I am late now, almost more than an hour for school. I don't know what to say anymore.
oh, damn. Sorry about that.
And she's eating. Can you imagine that you late and she's eating?
I haven't
Come
ate all
on.
day. I barely eat, right?
Come
Uh,
on.
so the Bird Gang is Zaki, is he the artist behind the NFTs?
No,
Uh,
no, he has an artist. His name is Aldiano. It's not
Okay.
him. Yeah, he has an
Okay.
artist.
And then will there be like a game for it or something?
I think when I spoke to him, he was planning to, but it's kind of like a long-term plan. His focus right now is more to these 2000 NFTs collections. When the XLS 20D live, I think his current target is that one. So I think the game is in the long term, not right now.
Okay, okay. Anybody down there got any questions or anything? Just hit the request button or type it in the chat box right there. Um, what else? No, I don't got no
I see the
comments
Shiba
coming.
dog on the banner. I thought they were all birds. I see the one looks like the Shiba dog.
Oh,
yeah, about that NFT, Zaki. I suppose Zaki already uh, collab or what I say. That is this the Bird Gang showing support to Shiba NFT. That the Bird Gang makes one of his collection
Oh, and he did the
resembling.
same. He did the same thing for you too, right? That's the my young.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
yeah.
cool.
and he did with for the DP Monks as well.
Oh, nice. So only thing is missing is the two cold one.
Yeah, and X Squad. He owed me that.
In fact, that he has to call supportive in Puppy Xrpl NFT.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that too. I didn't know that that was. I think they said that that's his cousin or nephew or something.
Yes, yes. That I think that was his nephew.
Yeah, they did that. That project page did DM me a while ago and asked me if it was okay. And I thought that was very respectful, right? They asked me if it was okay if they could name one of the dogs Too Cold. And it was like a blue dog and it was like cold. The puppies are pretty cute, right? But unfortunately, I don't really
Are you cute?
support.
Are you cute or not too cold?
Nah, I'm not. Nah, but um, yeah. So I didn't really help retweet it out too much because I think I did retweet it once, but I have my own thing going on with Sologenic, so that's why I like never even mentioned it. So, but I am thankful and honored that the puppy, what is it called? The puppy, little puppy.
Yeah, puppy XRPL.
Yeah. So yeah, I did see that. Um. So anybody else down there got any more questions or anything for the bird gang? Bird gang gang.
Yeah, so anyone can follow Dear Handler, the Bird Gang, and Mayung if they want to join their current event. I think it's still ongoing for their Independence Day. They're joining, I think, how many project? Like 5 project, if I'm not mistaken. So everyone can follow their handler and join the event and support what they're doing for the community. Let's support each other.
Let's do it. Okay. So we got no more questions coming in. I got no more comments. What is this on my phone? Um, so let's get to this last giveaway, right? It's we got one more giveaway, 5 billion a giveaway, right? So 1 billion a piece to the next 5 winners, 1 billion Shiba NFT, and we're gonna do it like this. I want you to at Bird Gang hashtag Syndicate, and then also hashtag gang gang. Okay, and then Mel will go through and pick the first through the fifth in the chat box, right? So if you guys win here today in the chat box, she'll put first, second, third, fourth, fifth under your guys' comment. If you guys do got that going on under your comment, make sure you set the trust line for the Twitter handle that you tagged. Wait, no, 2x squad. Okay, so Shiba NFT will get you guys will get the 1 billion a piece, right? And then the wrap um the wrap handle, you guys will get 2x squad a piece. And then the last giveaway is going to be Bird Gang. You guys will get 1 billion Shiba NFT a piece, and all of you guys will all get some Too Cold coin on top of it. When we get off of here, I will go through. Once I see her start tipping, I will be tipping right behind her. So make sure you have those trust lines set up if you guys are commented. If she has commented underneath your comment. So I think we're pretty much done here, right, Mel? We got through all the projects and our guests, Navi, and Thea. Um, so are there any last words that you want to say, Mel?
Not really. I think oh my gosh, I've been sitting here for how many hours?
A
Um,
lot.
oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is the longest hour I'm just sitting down and like talking like this. I'm not used to this. Yeah, I want to thank you guys for coming and for all the speakers that um spoke today and presenting what they are doing as part of their um as part of the syndicate member, and then Dan for your presentations, even though you have scheduled for next Wednesday, but too cold said you stole it today. Yeah, thank you for everyone's time, and um, I am so looking forward to see you guys. I think Dan has a space. Dan, you wanna give a little bit announcement for next Wednesday, because for the women in crypto is only bi-weekly, but I think for next Wednesday you have something that you wanna say something for your special event?
Yeah, so I was just going to do a space event, basically just to sort of briefly talk about some functionality of the exchange, because I get a lot of personal questions about certain things, and I thought I get the impression a lot of people don't understand sort of what the free tokens we have are for. So I was going to sort of talk publicly and sort of give a brief outline of how they're used on the exchange. Yeah, and there's a lot of questions out there. You know, why not use XRP? Why use an issued currency? So I thought I'd put myself out there for questions and explain why why the tokens are used in the exchange and what the functionality of the exchange is, and give a few hints as to what's coming, which I gave a few this evening, stepping on, and by then as well, when doing the AMA, we should be live for music and video, so it'd be good to hear some feedback as well, and if there's any improvements to the exchange, or certain things people want, I'll take that down. So it's just have an AMA about the exchange.
So what time is that will be?
Good question. I don't even know.
Too cold. Come on.
Yeah, we're still, well, we got the date down, but we didn't get to the time. So
Oh my goodness.
we'll get the time down, but that'll be next Wednesday with Dan and talking about the Radical X exchange, as you just said, and DP Monks Finance, their XDX coin as well. So yeah, thank you guys very much. I appreciate all of our guests, right? Shiba NFT, Navi, Rap, as well as the Bird Gang, and Mayung for helping with that language barrier for the Bird Gang. Appreciate that. And thank you for the sponsored giveaways, right, from the X Squad, who is Mel. So thank you for that. And also Shiba NFT, right? And I don't have to thank me because I could just make it rain if I want to, right? It's Tuco coin, and Tuco coin is throwing some coins in there as well. So I appreciate y'all very much for spending this excuse me, Wednesday afternoon with us, learning about the syndicate and the projects on the syndicate platform. Again, if you guys excuse me, sorry, if you guys have not started testing on the Radical X exchange, you cannot do it right now, but keep your eyes peeled for the Radical X exchange announcement that they are back live and open. The only reason they are shut down right now is because they are upgrading their servers, because they got more traffic than anticipated. It was always a plan to upgrade the servers, and because of the traffic that has come in through the beta testing, it just let them know that they should probably upgrade the servers now while it's in testing and not wait until XLS 20 goes live. So, that's dope right there. So again, once that goes back live, anybody can go on the Radical X exchange, mint, buy, and sell on the DevNet platform. And whatever issues you guys run into, drop comments in the thread. On top of the Jumbotron is actually the thread of how to how to get on the dev network, right, for the Radical X exchange, and then what you would do once you get there, right, to the Radical X exchange. So drop your comments, your complaints, your suggestions, or even just your experience, if it was good or not, and all of that, right? Drop it in there, or DM Dan privately, right? So that shit, he could get it fixed before it goes live again, right? So again, thank you all. And Mel, our lovely co-host, every bi-weekly Wednesday with Mel. I have another call tomorrow. I've had a call every day so far since fucking Saturday. But anyways, I
Let's go. Keep going. Keep
I have
going.
a
And
go ahead, Mel.
thank you for you to Cold and Jake for preparing everything, and I do appreciate what you do for the community and to support what we are doing. I give you a big shout out, and me and Dan are very thankful to have you in our community, and of course as part of our syndicate family. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. Right? It's just what I
Thanks.
do. It's all
Appreciate the
good.
love.
Yes, thanks so much
It
to Carl. I appreciate it a lot. I always love
y-
these spaces. And
Yeah, no
tomorrow,
problem at all. It's just what I do, right? It's all good. So if you guys don't know, there's my schedule is also pinned to the Jumbotron. It's also pinned to my Twitter page as well if we end this call before you are able to get to it. But tomorrow is the weekly, every single Thursday, me and Lemmy and Kamikaze pull up for the music vibes. Okay, we talk about music NFTs, the music industry, and then anything in between as well. We kind of take a step back from traditional NFTs, market talk, or we fall back into it, right? But it's the wake and bake vibe. So we just kind of go where the conversation leads us, but we open the floors with the music conversation and then just go wherever it is we go from there. We also play exclusive music and for the past month we have been bringing artists who do have music on the Sonar Muse platform already, right? We have been bringing some artists to talk about their music that we will be streaming. I haven't got the message from Kamikaze yet, so I'm not sure who the artist is or if we got one tomorrow. But yes, pull up tomorrow for the Wake and Bake vibes at 2 p.m. OC, are you still down there? 2 p.m. Eastern time. EST, my guy, Eastern time. We were having a debate last night, so I had to poke fun at my guy. But yes, thank everybody. I thank y'all very much, XRPL community. I am very humbled, right? I have been getting a lot of praise and whatnot in comments for the past couple days, and then every time, like for the past week or so since I've been hosting calls this week, people keep telling me, they're thankful for what I do in the community. So that's very humbling, and I do appreciate all of you guys as well, right? I have fun doing this because trust me, if I didn't, I surely would not be here doing this shit. But I like what I do. I like fucking with y'all and engaging with y'all and learning right along with y'all, as well as trying to help educate on what it is that I do know, but I certainly do not know everything. So that's why I show back up every single day, right? So that I can learn more as well. So again, I appreciate all of you. My guy Jake's right there, right? So we are gonna get up out of here. So go enjoy your Wednesday. Happy hump day, everybody. And I will catch y'all tomorrow for the Wake and Bake vibes.
it's really painful to join your 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 space. You know that Eastern time is really bad for us Indonesians. So
Yeah,
because it's 2 a.m. for us.
that's the tricky part, right? But that's the tricky part, but also the beautiful part, right? Is these space calls, not only mine, everybody who hosts these space calls that be at the top of your Twitter feed, it's a worldwide connection, right? People from all over the world end up in all of these calls that are on our Twitter pages, and we're all in here learning and trying to figure it out and understand what's going on. Except the trolls, the stupid trolls that come in, those are like losers, right? Like you don't got nothing better else to do than go in a fucking room and get on a microphone and then just go "Ah!" Like whatever they're like weird, bro. Like get out of here. But anyways, yeah, I'm sorry, Mayung. I do try to accommodate, but somewhere in the world, somebody is gonna have to be listening to a too cold space call in the middle of the night, right? So I'm sorry, my guy, but I appreciate you for pulling up. So again, we are up out of here. Peace, y'all.